chase and we won't slow down. Pedal to the metal till the floor gives out. Come and get the glory, come and write your story and live it all out there. You're soft as steel and you're sharp as iron, shining like a diamond when the pressure's on. Come and get the glory, come if you dare. You can be number one. Thrill seeker.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Training Mode Network. If you are new to the Training Mode Network, we are a beginner and intermediate focused fighting game community. We run tournaments nearly every night of the week and community events on Saturdays. Speaking of community events, we will not have a community event this Saturday, but next Saturday we will have a first to 5 exhibition series between a bunch of our Guilty Gear Strive players. And the fun thing is that they are getting coached by some stronger players who have reached out and wanted to coach people. So it's going to be really fun, and I hope y'all tune into that. That'll be at 2 p.m., 12 p.m. PST, 2 p.m. CST, 3 p.m. EST on February 10th. Other than that, we have a great bracket for you tonight. This is our Why Am I Dropping Frames? I'll figure that out in a second. Otherwise, this is our very first Under Night 2 Sis Celeste bracket. There have been, as I know, as a lot of people have pointed out, a lot of issues with the PC port. I hear they're maybe fixed. I hope they are. We do not run anything on PSN, so we're not going to be running anything on PSN. If we don't run it on PC, we're not running it, basically. Other than that, we have a great bracket for you tonight. I am joined on commentary by Ryer and the real Tom Clancy. Good evening, y'all.
Hi, thanks, Dove, and thanks, Data Zigbar, for the resub 7 months. We appreciate having
Let's
you.
fucking go! Hi, Zigbar. He says thanks, Dove. Thank you. You're welcome, Zigbar. All weekend, he was actually redeeming real life Dove coin for thanks, Doves. So that was pretty fun. At Frosty. I hope you all had a good Frosty, by the way.
I had an amazing Frosty. But yeah, I'll let Tom introduce himself as well. Hi, Tom. How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing well. I also had a great time at Frosty's. I met at least a couple of
there.
Yeah.
So first up, we have no one that can graduate tonight because Yuri is getting drunk in Aruba for his brother's wedding, and I don't know where Fern is,
jealous.
and those are the only two that have won tournaments for Under Night for us. So we will crown a new champion today. And if you remember, you do have to win 2 of our tournaments to graduate. But when you graduate, when you would do that, I commission you a portrait of your character in the color palette you use. So that's super fun.
Yes. So it is Friday night on TMN, and that means we have some Under Night 2 Sis Selects action. Looks like we're going to be getting started with Overcrack and Blossom, Akatsuki and Kuon. So my initial thoughts on these character choices. I think they're both really good choices for somebody just starting out with the game. Akatsuki, designed to be a pretty straightforward character, and Kuon, brand new to the franchise, so there's no history of this character. So definitely somebody that you could totally get started with and be right where everyone else is at.
Yeah, this Kuon character, I don't know how to feel about him just yet. He seems pretty strong, but what else seems pretty strong is getting a counter hit from Overcrack there. Tries to go for a throw, but Blossom techs out just in time. Has cycle available. Kuon does have a flash kick. He's able to use that reversal option if he's put under pressure, but Kuon firing back. Blossom, pretty decent combo here. Oh my goodness, 4.1. That's the
very
wheel.
nice combo. And noticing both players, especially in this case Blossom, just pressing out. They're using that 5B and 5C from Kuon. Very good range, pretty fast for the range that they cover. Bitatsu CS, that's a mix-up opportunity for Overcrack. Definitely something to look out for. Corner time.
Nice, good spend. Blocks the overhead, shields it even, but unfortunately, the creeping edge is going to get called out by Overcrack there. I don't think he was quite ready for that option, but nonetheless, has to deal with, okay, Fireball trade into 6-6C. Overcrack.
Definitely something you're going to see a lot of, and it's a brand new mechanic, is that creeping edge 3+D will roll out of the corner. Will make contact with any strike hitbox that it encounters, but you do not get a turn after it. You are minus even if it counters something. So do not press. We saw Blossom get counter hit there. But we're already deep into the second round, and Overcrack has Blossom in the corner again. Flash kick from Kwon. Get off me.
Blossom gets the flash kick, but unfortunately it's just put back into the corner. Okay, another creeping edge from Blossom. Gets out of the corner. No punish this time. Kinda reverses the situation, rather. Overcrack, though, with a big crack upside the head on Blossom's part. And that's going to be the last hit of C-Tatu, taking game 1.
Good stuff. Both players playing pretty well. It looks like both know their combos for sure. Overcrack getting that fat Akatsuki damage that he is known for. And we are going to be starting the second game. Appears any second now.
Yeah, this is definitely a case of kind of a more straightforward game
sorry,
plan
there's
on
some
Overcrack's
issues
part.
with the there's some issues with the stream, so give me a second.
And we are at the Chuck E. Cheese now. From a technical perspective, alt-tabbing this game is a offense punishable by death. So you got to be careful about alt-tabbing if you are playing. You do not run it in full screen mode alt-tab. That is just something that happens. But that was Overcrack. So let's talk about that last match a little bit. That was Overcrack taking the first game pretty convincingly, but Blossom no slouch with the routes. Some really impressive 4,000 damage plus Kwon combos coming through, and doing a little bit of zoning, which Kwon is capable of. Has those lasers and pillars that he can call, but maybe wants to do a little bit more of that going into the second game. Akatsuki is a rush down character at his core, and as such, you kind of want to keep him out.
Two here. 2C whips. Overcrack smartly gets up his turn. Oh, the grid break. Oh, the pickup too. 2C grid break and the 6C pickup.
Really nice pickup from Overcrack there. I agree. And frame trap, the electric perhaps.
Oh man, this is okay. There's the smart ender there. Just keeps it going. 6C counter. Bathwater loop.
I thought we were going to see a bathwater loop. That would be something to see here. Gets the re-corner, does Blossom with that combo. Strike throw pressure does get teched. Tech right back at you.
Something started here. Oh no, another just low hits him. And that's going to be Overcrack taking round 1.
Yeah, Blossom just finding themselves a little misspaced on some of Akatsuki's normals. Akatsuki deceptively long range for a character that you expect to have that like stubby jab. His 2B, 5C, 2C, they can all reach pretty darn far. But this is your chance, Blossom. Let's see what you do with it.
Okay. It's caught on the jump out. Oh no, Blossom punishes himself, but it's alright.
Oh no, Chicago Punish just throws on the DP. Could have done way more damage than that. Gonna drop a follow-up combo as well. One more hit will do it for Blossom here, though, to put their first game on the board.
I love the way they're just dashing under these assault attempts by Overcrack, though. It's giving them kind of the positional advantage they need in this round, but they're still kind of in the corner. Kind of need to make something happen. Nice block on the 6C. Overcrack does not have CS to cancel that and make it safe, and Blossom rightfully punishes him for it. Oh, whiff throw is punished by Overcrack. And there's J6C. Overcracked upside the head again with a 6B, and that's going to be Overcrack pushing Blossom into the corner. Big Edge gets called out. Another 6C is blocked, but Blossom is just not quite ready to recognize the situation. Another overhead. Oh,
that is the Akatsuki classic. 6B is a fairly fast overhead, especially for a game like this. Blossom not ready to deal with those. Overcrack locking in and just dropping as many of those as possible to take out Blossom in our first match of tonight.
Good stuff by Blossom. I think they really came alive in the first round of that last game.
Yes,
slowed it down a lot.
Yeah, agreed. And that is something that Kwon is going to want to do. He has a lot of high flailing, high like impact movement with a float, teleport, projectiles, but you know, it is about space control when you have a kit like that. and space control does not lend itself to scrambles. I think Overcrack looking really strong coming into this bracket, though. Like I mentioned, Akatsuki is a character that is built, pretty straightforwardly. Is not a character with a lot of technical setups. You can go deeper if you want, but to hit that awakening to effectively use Akatsuki at his base form, it takes very little to get started with that. So we saw Overcrack using that to full effect.
Yeah, Overcrack was very comfortable using CS as far as, making their moves safe, extending their pressure. You saw 2 hits of Bitatsu into CS, which is a just classic textbook example of using your resources to punish your opponent, maybe trying to shield the 3rd hit, or, just continuing to take your turn if they don't do anything. So I think they're very comfortable using the system mechanics. A little, dicey on the 6 Cs on block there without CS to cancel them. I'd like to see them kind of slow that down a little bit, but it does a lot of damage if you hit them with it, so I understand the temptation to do that. But yeah, moving on to the next round on winner's side. And
I want to expand on that point a little bit. As you get started with this game, kind of 2 things worth mentioning there. One is usage of CS, right? I think a lot of people when first getting started, it's, you get CS, use CS, it's pause button. You can look for what your opponent's doing, use a reversal, etc., etc. And then to go beyond that, you have some mix-up situations such as Akatsuki's Bitatsu. That's another thing that you learn really early on is Bitatsu is 3 hits, the 3rd one's overhead, and if you shield it, you can punish. Well, CS circumvents that and actually creates kind of an RPS situation. So it seems like Overcrack really digging into some of the interplay of what people use against Akatsuki and already starting to show signs of that game plan, which is sweet.
Good combos, good, decision making as far as making sure they can't be punished too often. And yeah, very, very clean stuff.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely see more of Overcrack in this bracket just based on that. And then, yeah, to conversely say that Blossom, good zoning patterns, really good combos, turning it into the float on most combos, like a float Oki situation. Unfortunately, in a game like this, though, just having a safe float or just having I do an overhead on your wake up isn't really that beneficial like it might be in another game where you could kind of lead into a vortex style of Oki. So maybe resetting to neutral a little bit more, using the pokes really well was Blossom. So I'd like to see more of that. But yeah, it was good stuff. It looks like we have another Kuon coming up.
Kuon, let's go. Now, we haven't seen too much of this character. Granted, it's only been week 1 and 1 day tops, but I'm interested to see where people take this character, honestly. I think he has potential.
So this is going to be Rei versus Asakura. Asakura is on the Lin with the bracket name in-game. We have Ranmei's Kitten. On the other side, that's going to be Rei. Kind of sick name, not going to lie.
All right, now Lin is looking fairly strong so far.
I low-key have Lin as top 5 in this game. She's kind of nuts in this game. I think she's really, really strong. Offense got greatly improved in this game, and to speak a little more technically than maybe this bracket warrants, the removal of the 1 AD option select makes Linne so much scarier when she gets up on you. You can't, she 2A's you, and now you are guessing, versus before she would 2A you, and you could at least 1 AD every once in a while.
Oh. All right, yeah, I think that's, I didn't even consider that. The fact that 2A is 2 hits makes it so that the timing that you would OS and clear, right, is around that point. So you're doing it right when the second 2A, which is a low, comes out.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you're taking I don't know, an average Linne combo with meter does 3.5 in clear, and I imagine in this game it's doing slightly more. And then you add to that the fact that her A fireball is 0 at worst, which is like insane for the distance that projectile can travel, and the fact that she can just dash right after it immediately, and it can be up to like +6 or something ridiculous like that.
She's
So,
certainly got a lot going for her in this version, and her IW in particular, I think, scales incredibly favorably with the new way that IWs scale. Her Sivo IW still adds like 1400 damage to the end of a combo or something like that. So very strong character. Also another good choice for somebody picking up the game, because more than almost any other character, she will teach you how to play offense on this game. So she is the strike throw character. She doesn't have any terribly fast overheads. As you mentioned, to get a low, you have to 2A twice. So she is pretty heavily reliant on strike throw, but man, is it scary. You block that 2A and you are fighting Lynn the Grappler at that point.
yeah, I think just making her neutral even better, on top of her already having some pretty good aerial movement options as far as double jump, dive kick, helm breaker for the overhead that can kind of shift aerial momentum, air fireball, all that stuff on top of the new system changes that you mentioned earlier, just really combined to make her really good at both neutral, spacing, footsies, whiff punishing, kind of hurt box retraction shenanigans, as well as being up close in your face.
Now that you mention that, that is one area where she is feeling it more than others. The hurt box, of a lot of her moves is much more greatly extended after they whiff. Her 2B, her dash C, those all can be whiff punished more or less now, which is kind of nice for the opponent of Linne. So it's another thing we might want to look out for here. I will also mention with Ray playing Kuon, projectile character, Linne has ways through projectiles.
Oh yeah,
EXHN,
she's got a lot. She has like 3, right? She's got like C-Hien for like the big kind of somersault she does. That's a 2-2 input now, by the way.
Yeah,
I couldn't
faster.
believe it when I saw that. That's insane. She's got a roll after her, force function parry. She's got fireballs of her own. She has like, EX fireball that can maybe trade with the, kind of laser the Kuon throws out there. I'd have to look at the interaction, see what happens with it.
Sorry, there's some shit going on with scoring and shit, so I'm getting stuff ready. So there's like a contest about someone's internet, so
yeah, no worries.
And that's the next person to be on stream. So.
We appreciate everyone's patience as well. We know, as mentioned at the beginning of the stream, the port is struggling a little bit. Patches are coming out every day. Hopefully we reach a point where this is much more stable. But, Tom and I could talk about this game forever. We could probably illustrate the match for you if you want. Yeah. So we'll get there eventually. Gamers, thank you for your patience.
First you put the Linne on the neutral. Yeah, and then don't forget the C-Hien. Oh, never. And then put the Kuon on there. And the fireball and the
Can't forget the Kuon, right?
Yeah, the big 3C
with the teleport and the lasers. Yeah, it should be an interesting one. Should this be the one we get up on stream? Let's see. We can also look at the bracket, see who is advancing forward. Looks like Toast, who got second in the last one, is playing against the Badgers, who beat It's Matt to get to that point. We got Double Bear, who was seeded into a higher spot. Not familiar with the name myself, but was seeded in there to Nani the Heck, who beat the Carriest.
Double Bear is a really good plus R Johnny.
Oh, execution. Okay. High execution. Maybe we'll see some like Seth or some Chaos. Some of those higher execution characters. Zapoke playing Makona. That's a good match right there. Let's be waiting on some other ones here. Delta Runner won their match. Going to play against Pericles.
Right. Yeah, Malarkey fighting Nago.
Nago, scary matchup in any game. Yeah, seeing a lot of people who entered some of the previous ones coming back through is nice to see. People sticking with Uni. I think this version of the game is extremely good. Like, UNISC is extremely good. And once we clear any technical issues moving forward, I think we're gonna have a great time with this game in brackets in the future.
I see what you did there. Clear issues, huh?
I was total accident.
No, it was intentional. You gotta ride that wave, Like, oh yeah, I totally meant to do that. But sorry,
Never
mistakes.
would never say I meant to do something. The only time I meant to do it is when I stand tech on accident and throw you, and I'm like, yep, meant to do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's the best feeling.
Match.
Ooh. All right, this matchup.
Forget everything we just said.
Yeah, forget everything we just said. Now, MKJ, Alpha player, I unfortunately did not get to play them at Frosty's. We couldn't really find a setup for Uni, but Yuzu player, they're trying her out. I want to see if they've gotten more comfortable just kind of sitting in stance with this character, because this is really kind of the core pillar of being a comfortable Yuzu player, is just existing in stance, being comfortable not using all your marks right away, just kind of waiting and seeing what your opponent does, being okay with concentrating in neutral to get, the grid block meter bonus, stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing kind of how they've grown in that, if they've become more accustomed to kind of using stance and what kind of slashes they want to press in stances, this character.
For sure. In a game like this, where the combos are really cool, the offense is fun to execute, it can be hard to remember that, like, as Yuzuriha, your best position is full screen. Your best position is zoning. So we'll see if MKJ is able to do that. Espada on the other side, on the Enkidu, big brawler type character. Expect very big hits, very strong block strings from a character like Enkidu. Very big stagger windows. Very much a straightforward. I said very a lot, I know, but like it cannot. That is how Enkidu operates. He has one mode, and it is big, strong, like forward momentum, and that's what we see a lot from Enkidu. So we'll see if Espada is able to get in on MKJ and beat these zoning patterns.
Yeah, Enkidu does have one, maybe two big call-out options for Yuzu zoning. Charge 3C is just kind of the role that he does. It has like some very brief invincibility frames on it with regards to projectiles, not so much against, Yuzu slashes. So he can also, maybe risk an assault, if it's a jump assault. He also has a dive kick that he can do to kind of maneuver around Yuzuriha's slashes, but he's probably just going to want to be dash blocking more often than not. Just very low committal option, just slowly close the distance on Yuzuriha as a character, and then just get in his range where he can threaten, stuff like his long stagger windows, like you said earlier. 2B is a very fast button, hits mid, but the hitbox on it is very strong for the speed at which it comes out. So KJ is going to have to be very careful if he's put into a corner situation with how he chooses to get out of it, right? Maybe make some space and teleport out, or, commit to a VO, or just, psychotically mash 2A like every other Yuzu player does. It really depends on if he can find that moment, should he be put in that defensive situation. But up until that point, the game is his to lose.
Yeah, totally agree. And I remember Rurik, very strong Yuzu player from the Northwest, frequently said, like, all it takes as Yuzu is your opponent assaulting once to lose the round. Like, you can be in full control of the round, but all it takes is one good assault or one good call out from the opponent, and then that's a wrap. You have no way out. And so we will see if they are able to hold off the Enkidu onslaught. We'll see because there's also, I guess, types of Enkidu players kind of vary. Some Enkidus are quite patient, and so we'll see what approach Espada takes, because with Enkidu's parry, you can parry the slashes. It won't activate the parry and throw Yuzu most of the time, but it will let you advance forward safely. Dash up parry, dash up parry, dash up parry can gain that distance and push Yuzu to the corner.
Okay, so I'm just going to stream it from my computer, and hopefully they're already frame drops, so it doesn't really matter. Okay.
All right. Let's hope.
No problem. Yeah,
No worries, and we do appreciate all y'all's patience. All right, here we go. I will say, if we are on the VR chat pool stage, we may want to switch stages. I've heard people had issues with
the VR chat pool is crazy. That's a
That's the first
crazy
I've heard
thing to
that.
call that.
Oh, we got park.
All right, all reliable.
Classic,
baby.
classic. Cope in the park. All right, let's go. Here we go.
Oh,
First
okay.
hit Espada. Oh no, big
Man.
grid Blake. Excuse me.
Man.
I like the routes too that Espada's taking. Lots of corner carry focused routes using that 6xb, using the J2C. Oh, 2B starter.
This is a classic Enkidu whiff punish, just spacing himself out so that the mash out option whiffs from the opponent. It gets a big combo, but unfortunately, MKJ gets a nice 2B counter hit, makes some distance. Oh, okay, doesn't confirm off the combo. Good block on the 5C charge. Oh no. Okay, alright. Some spaghetti at the end there, but Espada does take it. Espada getting some pretty big hits. MKJ not really able to get in a comfortable distance. Just kind of scrambling right now. Wake up shield gets thrown. Espada with an empty jump into another throw. MKJ
We're
does
seeing
have
a very active Espada here, very active Enkidu, and MKJ getting overwhelmed by the pressure that is coming through. And as you're just getting started, this is something that can be very hard to deal with against an opponent. Espada with CS here as well.
Take your turn. Nice. I was going to say
Excellent stuff from MKJ. Not getting caught a second time by that dive kick after the force function. Actually winning cycle for that dash up too. This is a chance here. This is actually going to be kind of hard for Espada to get another opportunity to hit unless MKJ drops or goes for something risky.
Oh, yeah, the force function hits low. Espada doing a great job at blocking those charged 5Cs, though. I remember getting hit by that all the time when I was just starting to play this game, so good on them for recognizing the animation and blocking that out. But unfortunately, the force function, first couple hits do hit low, so that is a fairly cheeky Enkidu mix-up that they can go for sometimes. All right, trading blows, round start, 4C whiffs. MKJ once again teleporting out, making some distance, just doing one or two slashes and getting paid dividends for it. Espada shields. Oh, wins the cycle off that stray hit. Charge 6BC, that's one of Enkidu's new moves. It does have a hit of armor on it, so it can kind of scare you into not pressing on one of his advances if he tries to go for a throw mix-up. MKJ once again teleporting out. C parry activates. MKJ does have CS available, so they can maybe try to risk a CS or a VO. Nope, 214C whiffs, but Espada not really in range to punish it. Not familiar with the spacing. No! Oh, no punish on the force function. I think he was
That is something when force function whiffed, you can smack them. It was just when it was blocked that it could be canceled into that dive kick afterwards. But Espada gonna get the best of this. MKJ looking a lot more formidable in this round though, blocking out a little bit more, taking more opportune turns. I really like seeing it.
Yeah, I think their experience of playing Elfo kind of informs their decisions of... This is kind of like Soul in Exer. The Elfo and Soul matchup is just Elfo runs away and then just occasionally presses her gunshot at you and then, knocks you down and sets Pineberry. So I could see some of the DNA in that matchup kind of come through in this one as well. And they're doing a great job at, seizing moments to teleport out of the corner, pressing their turn after a throw tech like that. Great stuff. They know that...
Using the +8 that you are after a throw tech to take a turn, getting a pretty decent combo too. And the best part about playing Yuzu is you don't need to necessarily finish your combos. As long as the combo gets you a distance from the opponent, you're fine. Unfortunately, the distance was not made here as Espada is going to get one more hit. This is guess for game.
Oh, that throw
whiffs. Blocked. Okay. Good punish on the whiff force function. Very, very nice from MKJ. Running it back, perhaps?
I wouldn't put it past them. I think they're adapting. Oh my goodness.
Super clean 2FF to stop the roll. Starting to react now as MKJ. Shoutouts to Rollback Netcode, allowing us to play the game as it was meant to be played online. 200 meter as well. Teleport 6C, that's hard to block.
Oh no. Gets caught by the jump.
Like you said, careful on this string. We'll finish this combo, but you got to be careful here. This is CS, and reversal is on the table for Yuzu. She does have one once you reach 200 meter. Fortunately, we're going to get no CS expenditure just yet. Anti-air 2FF! Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man. MKJ is getting these hits, but Espada with a pretty big one off that charged 4C. There's the IW.
Catches the assault. MKJ's reactions have been so on point in this second game. No! Oh, my goodness. Not quite in time to punish the IW. Or the IWX, excuse me. 2C whip punish? No confirm. This is so
50
tense.
seconds left.
Anyone getting the hit will win it here. Oh!
No! No! Oh, it's okay. Oh, no! My heart.
What a
My
scramble
heart.
at the end there. MKJ hovering in the air with that jump slash. Espada mashing 2A is just under where that slash hits and just good dodging, and then MKJ falls into it, and Espada ends up taking it. If this was 3 out of 5, unfortunately we're early in the bracket, this was 3 out of 5, I could see MKJ running it back all the way, because that last game showed so much adaptation, such good reactions. That was nice.
I agree completely. I think MKJ made some great decisions as far as knowing when.
MKJ said, I need Dove to crash a few more times to get more info. That's crazy thing to say. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think they picked some great spots to take their turn. They knew when they were plus, after that throw tech especially. They're just like, okay, I'm going to take my turn now. And Espada chose to mash, and MKJ was rewarded pretty heavily for it. And they almost brought it back, but just all those scramble situations at the end, and Espada was able to just barely squeak it out after them. I think if they were better at recognizing, oh, your IWEX just whiffed. Let me just send a slash at you, and finish you off. Situations like that, and definitely, like you said, not finishing your combos isn't the worst thing on Yuzu, but you definitely want to get that damage when you can, especially if it's a situation like that. And combo confirms as this character are very important in those situations to close out rounds if the opponent makes a mistake. So I think with a little more time, MKJ will definitely get it.
I think worth mentioning, you talked about knowing like when to be in stance and all that at the beginning of the matchup. That was a matchup where you needed to never be in stance. You had to just play Yuzu because Espada was rushing down so hard. You just had to play as if you didn't have stance until you could get set up. And shifting gears into that in game 2 was a big thing for MKJ. But now we're going to have Zapoke versus Teddy Treebark. Sick match here. Gordeau versus Byakuya.
This makes a lot of sense. Zapoke on the Gordeau. Zapoke, a multi-blood player, plays Wara.
Little
As well as some
Wara.
Street Fighter 4 on the side. Azrael and Blaze
I'm
Blue.
very familiar with his Street Fighter 4 play. We got to play some at Frosty Faustings. And that was a good time. But let's see how Zapoke wants to approach this matchup. Going to be tough for Teddy Treebark to get in initially. Generally speaking, Gordeau has a lot of good ways to keep the opponent out. But once that is achieved, Byakuya is a very good mix-up Oki character.
Oh! Catches out the force function startup with 2-2C. Unfortunately, not able to continue the combo, but Zapoke gets caught, and that's going to be Teddy Treebark with another combo of his own. Has 100 meter to put him in the box, not in the corner, so the mix-up isn't going to be as strong as it otherwise would be. But Zapoke is putting kind of a guess for game situation here. Doesn't take the gold throw, and that's going to be Teddy Treebark with round 1.
Yep, that was not a TRM. I didn't see a red flash. Ooh, round start B Reaper. Pretty common thing for Gordeau here. And yes, as we're going to see, Gordeau not at any loss of reversal options and not at any loss of long-range options. So we saw Teddy Treebark in the last round playing around Zapoke's reversals really, really well. We'll see if he can continue to do that. Oh, nice shield, no punish!
Oh man, gets caught by the 6-6B. That is very fast, dashing low that Byakuya has available. And with CS, it's a pretty free button to throw out in that situation because you can't always go into Rekkas and then CS to make yourself safe. Now, Teddy Treebark has the poke in the corner, Mies with force function after getting the triple web set down. And this is going to be quite a bit of damage. And getting into the web set once again.
That is the classic. Zapoke throwing out the reversal option, though, not afraid of what might happen. VO from Teddy. Oh my goodness gracious, we're brawling.
Oh, no! Charge 5C! It's an overhead.
Charge 5C is an overhead. It is pretty fast, too. Something you definitely got to look out for in the Gordeau matchup. Nice neutral jump to call out the slide. Going to get an Asim for some grid. 5A is a low on Meaty there. Zapoke running traditional Gordeau offense here.
Oh, the force function tries to go for it, but again, Teddy Treebark calls it out. Once again, not able to really finish the combo, but they get another chance here. They're going to be able to build just enough meter here, yes, to go for the web set once again.
Bit of a drop.
Just into a 2-1-4C again.
Another 2-1-4C from Zapoke. Not deterred at all from using this option. It's definitely something we've seen from him before in these brackets. And he's actually going to take it over Teddy Treebark here. Teddy Treebark, if I'm you here, the situation presenting itself, you gotta stay away. Stay away from the purple man. Do not get too close, 6-6C might be a good option here. Oh, 5C.
Oh, another 5C. Yeah,
5C doing a lot of work for Zapoke here. And I think 6-6B is a good response from Teddy, trying to poke it out. It's a little faster, but just faltering to those reversals that Zapoke's throwing out. Another one on the table here.
Yeah, I think Teddy's combo routing and just hits and neutral are very good, but like you said, not respecting Zapoke.
There it is. Perfectly spaced 3C there. Going to get a massive combo off of that. Not another web set, though. Oh, the grid farm?
Hey, Zapoke smartly clearing the top web, but unfortunately gets caught out by the jumping follow-up by Byakuya there. Zapoke, though, is able to kind of turn the situation around, get a combo for his troubles. Gonna win the cycle here now. Teddy doesn't have 100 meter to really contest with 236C. This is Zapoke's opportunity to get something started. Another overhead! No!
He is gonna do it. And yeah, once Zapoke wins the cycle, once Bordeaux has Vorpal, a lot of his options become a lot better in this matchup. I mean, in any matchup generally, but like in this matchup especially, it's like Byakuya almost can't do anything once Gordo wins cycle.
Yeah, Gordo's screen control with cycle, as well as the ability to make himself plus at will, kind of like we just saw right there, is extremely strong. Oh, the 2-2C after the B Reaper startup. Teddy Treebark is gonna... Oh, no, another overhead 5C. That might be it.
That might be it.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Yeah, you get all this after that early J236C in the combo allows for that extension. Zapoke is going to advance forward. Well played by both players, I'll say. But Zapoke keeping cool, just saying like if you're falling for these reversals, I'm going to keep doing them. And I mean, charge 5C lifted heavy in that matchup.
Zapoke definitely had a good read at when Teddy Treebark was going to try and farm grid for the cycle there. Almost all of those overheads were grid breaks, right? And it's definitely a temptation to, okay, Gordo was like half a screen away from me. I can shield here, block, 5C, kind of the 236 mortal slide, right? If he goes for force function, it'll whiff, so I'll be fine there. But because Zapoke was comfortable throwing out those charged 5Cs and they were overheads, if you're shielding when you're crouched like that, you're just going to get grid broken, and that enables Zapoke to win the cycle pretty handily if you don't have meter to, maybe go for a veil off afterwards. And the fact that Zapoke had so much meter available at almost every stage of the game allowed him to represent the 214C, allowed him to represent C Reaper, if you were above him, allowed him to go for plus frames with 236C on block, keep his pressure going. It really allowed him to snowball the matchup in his favor when he got that pressure started.
And I mean, that's what Gordo does best, right? Snowball, overwhelm, and stack up that mental stack in a way that few other characters in this game can. Looks like we're going to go down to the bottom side of this winner's bracket. We've got Barry versus Maddie, a.k.a. Ray William Johansson. These names are going crazy today.
Maddie,
so good.
There's lore here. Maddie is a very active member of TMN. She has won 3 separate games brackets and not graduated any, but she came second in BBCF on Wednesday. Barry is an old school BBCF player for TMN, but this is his main game. So I've never seen him play, so I'm excited to see this.
Okay.
Yes. All right, Hilda, a very mix-up centric character, very typical kind of zoner, hit you once and then vortex you to death, and we'll see that in the form of the glooms, the balls that she throws out that rain down the daggers. If you saw the old clear brackets, you would see Fern on this character as well, another very strong Hilda player. Looks like Barry got a really good thing started here, but Maddie is going to have a chance. And this is a matchup that is largely played at full screen. Both these characters can control the whole screen. And we saw the end there from Barry, the 2-2C, which is a low-hitting, full-screen killer. Okay, teleport.
I think Maddie is playing this matchup. I was going to say, starting to learn how to play this matchup, just going for whiff punishes with teleport there as a whiff punish tool when Barry whiffs something like 6-6B there. But Barry is very handily winning the damage race here, just getting a lot of stray hits, and hits like 2-2C, as you saw right there, that hits low. Oh, tries to go for parry, but no, 6-6B calls it out. just very active from both of these players. But Barry, like I said earlier, is just getting more hits that matter, more hits that lead to, more damage in general over Maddie here.
Yep, and I think in this character matchup, if that's how it plays out, that is going to be a hill to win. Death by 1,000 cuts works as Yuzu if you're not also getting hit back.
Yeah, something to also keep in mind is that Yuzu's stance is powerful, but she does have to enter stance initially, right? And that has time. It needs time to start up and enter the stance in the first place. And Barry is just shoving these very fast, very active hitboxes in front of Maddie here, and Maddie is just not really able to get anything started. Oh my goodness, that was disgusting.
Nice mix-up.
Hits overhead after the side
by
swap.
W here if you want it. Oh no, just gonna take the Roomba. New move for Hilda here. It sets a puddle that moves however it wants, but generally tracks the opponent. There's the classic mix-up. J increase C or empty to A. The overhead prevails that time, and Barry on match point.
Let's see if Maddie can get anything started. I like the backdash. Again, trying to enter stance, but just gets sniped out. Ooh, Barry goes for a skewer, and Ray William Johansson is going to be able to teleport past it. I can't believe that slash hit like that. I thought it was going to be the other way. I'm not going to lie.
We're seeing a lot of ordinary jumps from Maddie as well. Just jump assault or just jump like that, right? And in this game, that is not a tactic that will get you terribly far. Jumping is a right reserved for only a few characters who can, Yuzu's one of them, but not because of her jump normals. It's because of her jump specials and her jump stance and things like that. So jumping JB or jumping JC is not going to get the job done. We're actually seeing that here. Makes up time, blocks the empty jump low. Okay, that's going to work. And cycle.
Actually huge. She's going to get the cycle here, right? Yeah, cycle available. No, man, another mash out from Barry.
Little too hesitant on the offense from Maddie there. Did the TK flip to get the plus frames. Ticked once or twice. And then Barry said, I'm not dying this way. Mashing 2A. And whatever Maddie was going for there, maybe a dash up throw, maybe just a long staggered normal, ends up getting clipped. Barry advances to top 16, I think was for. Yes. That will put Barry in top 16 playing against Pace or Pache. I'm not sure.
Pache, it's Pace. Yeah.
Okay.
Barry moves on to my goat Barry. Love to see him play again.
Very nice, very nice.
Okay,
we see Overcrack still alive.
Scores right now.
Yep, I'll update the crowd while you do that. Overcrack still alive. We saw him in the first round. Malarkey and Ook are playing to fill that other slot. Pericles beats Espada to move on to Winners Top 16. We saw Zapoke take it over Teddy Treebark, so he is in there. And then some stuff from the top has to finish, but it's going to be some mix of Bweens and Double Bear, and Toast, Xerxes, and Burnt Bread. Toast versus Burnt Bread would be an insane match.
That would go so hard, and it actually is going to happen. So Zapoke versus Teddy was 2-0.
It's a fine line. You either die toast or live long enough to become burnt bread.
Burnt Bread. I didn't know Burnt Bread played this game like that, to be fair, because let's get Zapoke versus Pericles.
Okay. So Zapoke going to be coming back up on the stage, the Gordeau. Definitely what we saw, a lot of good 5C, a lot of good reversal timings, just kind of locked in on kind of what the opponent wants to do on offense. Pretty good routes, pretty standard, good Gordeau routes. One thing when facing against Gordeau to keep in mind for those of you who watched and have played Zapoke in this bracket or are looking for general tips, Portal Slide is a guaranteed 2 hits. This is like the layer 1 against Gordeau. The guaranteed 2 hits. And if you block the first one, you can green shield it. You will get a guaranteed shield on the second hit. You will farm grid. You will keep Vorpal away from Gordeau. So something to maybe look out for in this match. See if other people are doing it.
Yeah, don't let this character get Vorpal. Do not let Gordeau get Vorpal.
That really is like win con for Gordeau, which is messed up because all of his command grabs steal grid. So it's like poetry. It rhymes. It goes all in pace with each other. Ooh, phone on.
Yeah, you want to mash the command grab, but if you mash the command grab and he meaties you, then you're taking like 4k damage. So it's a choice between taking the command grab and letting him get ahead in the grid cycle, or, letting Beta head the grid cycle by taking 4k damage instead of the command grab by risking a mash there. So when the character gets started, it is really scary to get out of his pressure. You definitely have to take risks against this character. I think at first to 2 he is very strong, especially now that they've kind of given him some new tools, some ways to skip neutral, as it were, with the 6-6 FF.
6-6 FF, yeah. But we have here Pericles on the Phonon coming in. Oh, bit of a drop from Zapoke there.
I love the way Zapoke is just maintaining the space that he wants to be in neutral. He goes, okay, my turn's over. Let me just reset back to neutral, throw a Mortal Slide or a 5C out there, see how the opponent reacts to it. But, man, Parsec is definitely flipping the tables. Oh, no! Another 2-1-4C.
Oh, my goodness, the 2. So that's something you'll see there. A lot of people want to backdash away from Gordeau because he has command grab and he has, like, kind of stubby normals. 2C, the God button, will blow up that backdash a lot of the time, so... Big round from Zapoke there. I did see, though, Pericles has quite the nice route. Had a side swap route there with the one hit she got there. So we'll see if she's able to convert these damages. But Zapoke just throwing an onslaught of attacks on his opponent.
Yeah, Zapoke is playing not even RPS. He's just representing B Reaper after blocked Mortal Slide there. And he's getting rewarded for it pretty handily. And it makes sense. If he has meter to burn... Even if Mortal Slide, into Reaper is blocked, he can always just EX cancel and keep his turn anyway. Oh, you really need to tech those command grabs and block stun like that. Oh, you could have gone for a reversal with maybe 6-2-3-C. Phonon does have that reversal option available to her. But, yeah, this is a big hit.
200 meter on the table. Oh, drops the 5C. Never mind. Resets into the 3C. Again. Watch your toes, Zapoke. Let's go. Pericles with the clean pickup there. And yeah, I mean, I would say besides the gold throws, Pericles is pretty good on defense, blocking a lot of these overheads. The force function does make purchase there on counter hit that will crumple. Corner carry.
Getting the cycle. Oh, guarantees with that a sim landing there.
Cool.
Oh, drops the combo.
Such a strong button. 8 frame startup. Does catch backdashes. Would have eaten a 2C there again, but Zapoke not going for it. Drops the route.
Okay. Oh my god.
Wow. No fear. Scared money don't make money. Zapoke, reversal. Taking up the whole screen with that C Reaper.
Zapoke's my go. I wish I could mash reversal with as much poise and grace as Zapoke does.
Gusto, yes.
Laura Sucks is crazy, to be fair, as a name.
Yeah, the tag. So good.
So I just noticed that. that is some strong energy right there. Okay,
just almost as strong as this pressure that Zapoke's exerting. We saw another gold throw to Pericles. Probably not used to how that animation looks, but you have all day to tech that if you do see it. So try not to let that one get over on you. CS on the table. B Reaper definitely coming, yes.
That caught the 4B extended hurt box there. Zapoke one hit away from taking round 1, but Pericles able to get a good combo started.
Nice bait!
4C whiff. Zapoke's not even looking at the screen. He's just throwing that out every knockdown, man.
Oh, just Sivo? Oh, okay. This may work too. Oh no, too many bounces! So unfortunate route decision there from Pericles. If you
Toast made the password for him and Burnt Bread's game bread. They recognize each other.
Bread recognize bread, they say.
Bread recognize bread.
So with that route that Pericles had there, when you have cycle and 100 meter, you can simply just... Oh, the juice! JACS is going to take that, but as I was saying, as this round finishes up, ABC, the easiest confirm you can do in the world. Sivo Super, sometimes that's all you need.
Oh, nice. I love the route start into EX, but unfortunately drops the combo. Not unfortunate for Pericles, though. Getting another combo anyway. Now, Zapoke, okay, changing it up. He's not representing 214C as much. He's representing 623C as a way to eat up that airspace. Oh, the force function whiffs, and that's going to be a force function from Zapoke himself. It's going to win him the cycle. Oh no!
Wonky confirms. Does not get anything out of it. Watch for increase 5C. 2C on reaction. Oh no! Doesn't want to win. Had the opportunity to do a super there. Instead, tragedy strikes on the gold throw.
Man.
Very close to a comeback from Pericles there. The right ingredients were there, especially like baiting the reversal, pushing the right buttons at the right time. Just a couple heavy scrambles, like situations that were very unusual, came through, and that was what ended up being her downfall. But good stuff as a poke is going to advance to top 8 of this bracket. Not bad, not bad.
Okay, so up next we're gonna have also the poke might go good job. Next we're gonna have Ook versus Data Zigbar in real life. You can just call him Zigbar.
Okay.
I think Zigbar plays Zigbar. You play
Wald, huh?
Waldstein. Okay, I don't know who Ook plays.
なるほど。
Ook has been tearing it up though. I have not seen them before, but they have been beating a lot of our good players. So I'm happy to see that.
Ook coming through, beating Malarkey.
Yeah, that's
2-0, as well as the Frozen Phantom of Justice and Sinner Blue. So a lot of people. Oh, I see. Got a Merkaba
It all makes
on
sense
screen.
now.
We're really gonna do him like that? Come on. You can't go
Minor
man,
bias
such a good
on the
player," and then say, "Oh, they're playing Merkava." No, that's a cop out. You know what? New year,
Merkava
new me.
looks so funny in its little like art. It looks so different from
He's
in the game.
smiling.
They gave him a little. They gave him a little itty bitty moe head.
But yeah, Merkava very strong in this version. Wald also getting a lot of help in this version. So we might see some of the things that these characters are able to do, but this is pretty typical flight. Wow, flight Oki from Ook, just right up. That's something you'll see a lot from this character. He will set one of the small little mini Merkavas, the children as they're shorthanded to, and then fly really low to the ground and either land and go low or do an overhead. So we may see that.
Last hit.
Ooh, and confirms it.
Yeah, the fact that you can confirm off that now into Worm Set is actually crazy.
Extremely clean from Ook in that first round. Also using the A+B, the smart steer, or the... What are we calling it?
Smender, I think, is what the kids
The
are calling it.
Smender? Alright,
Smender, yeah.
Yeah.
The Smender Bender.
but that is a technique that will end your combos. It also builds grid if you use it early enough in a string. And we saw Ook using it there to get in with the child as backup, because normally it's throw punishable. But you can't do that if a child's on you.
But Zigbar's
Chance
a
for
masher.
Yeah, chance for Zigbar. Oh, nice shield. Ook playing really, really well. Very heads up on a lot of these interactions. You do get a confirm off of this.
Why?
So
Why?
strong. Full screen hand into spend 100 into set Oki. Very nice from Zigbar though. Gonna get the big slam here. And not 100 for Ook. So that CS was pretty boneless.
And representing the new move that Wald has, the 2-2X, sends a shockwave on the ground. Very good for dealing with kind of projectile zoning. Ook, though, makes his presence known. Oh, that's going to be probably
that's
the
it.
game.
This is a rough matchup for Wald, we should mention. We didn't get to talk about the matchup much, but Wald with no run, no ability to really get close to Merkava. Merkava can constantly threaten full screen with arms and like fireballs and flight. This is a very tough matchup for Wald, and if Zigbar's able to pull this off, it would be impressive.
And he's just maintaining their space, knows that Zigbar has to come to him. He's abusing the life lead. Never mind, chooses to press their advantage. Has CS available. Maybe could have gone for an anti or grab hand there, but no, just willing to take the meter and reset, take their hits. All right, throw number 1. Zigbar doesn't have meter to really represent 360C. Oh my goodness!
We don't need 360C when we have 360A. Unfortunately, that assault will get punished by 236C. Use of time. Strike throw. Gets for game.
Okay.
Attack. Good shield. Ook using shield really, really well. Just off a CS, sees the opponent swinging, decides to shield. That's a great use of CS. You get more grid back, and you get the opportunity to punish like an assault.
Zigbar tries to press out, but Ook is ready with a faster button. He is 1 round away from taking the set with a clean 2-0.
The winner of this will advance to top 8. Good start for Ook.
Zigbar just
Shielding the shockwave too. Just focusing on building grid. Ook winning most of these cycles, which is making it extra hard. Hello? That was so sick. Hits the Dulcim arm with the 3C, I think that is.
Nice. 360
It is
from
time.
Ziglar. He actually has CS available, so he can play the situation very well. Oh man, yeah, 2-6C from Merkava. Any gap in your string, gonna go ahead and press that.
That is a reversal through and through. Oh,
He's
no.
just playing lame, and I love it. Oh, the 40
Anti-air. I mean, there's not much other way for Wald to approach there, so Duke certainly just looking for that. Builds a ton of grid. Okay, wait. Hold on. Do you believe in miracles, Tom?
I believe in miracles, but I think it's going to take a little bit more than this. Oh! Crosses
no.
up the...
Almost punishes. Wait, plus frames?
Oh, that 5B. Okay. Zigbar does have health advantage. Can go for an anti-air grab.
No. That was so tragic. The 2C clashed with the fireball and just barely didn't reach Merkava. The anti-air attempt was right, but it just wasn't high enough. And for that, Ook was able to fall down and finish the job. And we'll advance to top 8.
I think Zigbar was just like me, or like, did this hit? What happened? Like, he couldn't, like, it just didn't even register. Like, that the projectile was eaten, but yeah, he didn't hit Ook there, and then
Quite
Ook was able
disorienting
to...
because, yeah, it registered as a hit, right? Because it hit the fireball. And so, and you probably cancel into your next thing. Yeah, it's a tough matchup, Zigbar. It's a tough one. Ooh, we got Barry coming up, so that means the other side of this will be Pace.
Very, very strong showing so far in this bracket. Knows how to kind of run the basic kill to mix up.
Yep, we've seen the Gloom into the high-low. Good use of 2-2C as well to snipe out opponents' options. Definitely something we've seen Barry do. Pace, I'm not sure who they play. They beat Asakura, who was on Linné earlier, to get to this point in the bracket. And we have another Merkava. It's good. It's good. Merkava is, as somebody just picking up the game, a character that if you're coming from another game, I think is a great choice. Because while Merkava doesn't play traditional Undernight pressure and won't necessarily adhere to those rules, he has a very defined game plan of his own. And it's very easy to pick that up and adapt around that and build around that.
Yeah, if you haven't labbed against this character, it's very easy to lose against him. Like,
he has a lot of stuff that's not outright a knowledge check, but if you don't know about it, you're getting checked, you know? Like, it's not like that black and white, but Pace getting a really good start in the corner here.
Right, Barry gets out with the teleport there. A role reversal situation. Pace does have CS available, but Barry's not really giving him an opening to use 2-3-6C there, rather. A nice shield, but unfortunately, JC is plus on shield and therefore safe. Very
Big thing for people looking to pick up this game, be very cognizant of your gaps in your strings when your opponent has CS, as we saw Barry do there. This is... Oh, never mind. I was going to say that's throw punishable now, but we don't have to worry about that when Gloom has our back for 4,000 plus damage. Big.
He's dead.
Wait.
Not quite.
Man.
One straight hit.
Excellent routing from Barry there.
Alright, Barry taking round 1. Very smart, setting the Gloom. Knows that they don't have to necessarily meaty Pace there, and just kind of lets them hang themselves with the 2-3-6C on block. Pace, though, fires back. Gets Barry in the corner. Red combo. It's alright. Still matters. Any damage counts. The throw whiffs.
Barry trying to snatch cycle there, but... Oh yeah, when Hilda backdashes in the corner, she will teleport back to mid-screen, so do not get too disoriented by that.
2-4C. Pace does have a life lead now. Ordinarily, oh man, I would just pick up ordinarily.
Sivo.
No, he's got this. They got this. Oh!
Okay, worked out. It is... Yeah, I think, you know what, if you're being meter conscious, if you're being meter smart there, you just go for another mix-up. Hilda does not have a reversal option, so you have a really good chance to just win the match there anyways. But you also do have the option, if you ever need it, to just Sivo and Super. I advocate for that heavily at this level because finishing your plate that's the easiest way to do it.
Absolutely. With the rate of which you gain meter in this game now by winning the cycle, spending all your meter for CVO to get around is not as bad as it would have been in the last version, right?
Especially if you're right at 100, because it only takes 100 to CVO. Uses the Roomba to get the mix up there. Pace blocking it quite well. Gets out of the corner. This is bad for Barry. You get a full extension here all the way to the corner. Oh no, doesn't quite get the EX Children. Stays safe with the fireball.
Oh man, Whipsbury's toes yet again.
Big hit here. This is Children Oki. Okay, gold throw does get tacked. Oh no!
They got away with it. They got away with it. You're kidding.
Just super. Doesn't even need it. Okay, confidence builders.
Yeah.
Yep. That's good. Hilda VO, definitely something you see a lot of. It is her only 100-meter reversal option, so you will see it a lot. And unfortunately, it is faster in this game too, I'll mention. So unfortunately, Pace was not able to punish it. It is harder to punish in this version than it was previously.
Man, I love the patience. Oh, it gets hit overhead with a counter hit though. There he gets the party started. Not going to win cycle though, so they are going to have to be cognizant later on of that.
Pardon the interruption, but I see someone in chat saying, is Sivo Veil Off? Yes, it's Veil Off during a combo. Spends 100 meter and cycles. And you get to just super after it or do other stuff. Also plus on block.
Oh man, very just stringing Pace up.
Definitely something you see in the Hilda matchup a lot. And as the opponent, you can't let that get to you. That they're just Hilda rounds. You know, sometimes that just happens. Doesn't mean you necessarily even misplayed. More than just getting hit once.
Oh, I love the standing just above the kind of Merkava mash out range and getting rewarded pretty heavily for it. Goes low.
Empty jump low. Mix up character. Oh, that was cheap! Wait, that was cheap. I've never seen that reset.
Oh,
that's not going to be enough though. Oh, man. I love that option from Barry. Staying far enough away such that the invuln of 236C will wear off, but it's still an overhead meaty in that charge 5C. Great decision making from Barry there to take it 2-0 over Pace and get to our top 8 to face Ook, another Merkava.
Yeah, the reward is fighting yet another Merkava.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Man, I do think we're going to see a lot of Merkava. Like, in Clear and ST, Merkava was kind of a rare breed. You didn't see a ton of Merkava in previous versions, but I think you're going to start seeing more of it, largely just because we're going to see more online brackets in this version of the game, because there are Merkava players out there. They just often don't make it to events. So I think Merkava is a character get used to seeing. He's really strong, and there are a lot of them. We are many. I don't play Merkava, but...
Yeah, I was like, don't you play Chaos?
I play Chaos. We are few. There aren't that many Chaos.
Yo, double bear on the Yuzu? That kind of makes sense. I don't know. It kind of...
Yeah, we
talked about with the Johnny.
Potential, the II characters, the execution characters. Definitely checks out. Going to be playing against Toast, who I believe plays Hyde, if I remember from our last bracket. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Toast doing quite well, beating the burnt bread allegations.
I don't think Uni takes place in Detroit. Are y'all lying to me?
Detroit? Nah. I mean, some of the locales are, Detroit adjacent, but it's mainly in Japan.
Okay, so we're waiting for Toast to pull up. This is going to be Hyde Yuzu. Tom, you play Hyde. How do you feel about the Yuzu matchup?
So, you just have to be content with being very boring in the Yuzu matchup. Mm-hmm. You can't gamble your life savings, because if you do, this character will kill you in 3 hits. So, you want to ideally win the first cycle so that you can represent options like Fireball CS or 22X CS, which is kind of the flame geyser that Hyde puts out, and just put a projectile on screen of some kind that Yuzu has to respect. And when you cause her to respect those, she has to spend a mark, or she has to exit stance. any number of things that she can do to try to get around them, but it will limit her options afterwards. And then when you get her in the corner, it's party time. 2-2B, you can kind of play RPS with, is she going to jump out, in which case 5B is a very big disjointed poke that will hit her out of it, or she can try to parry, which you can punish with something like 2C or 5A at that spacing. So, oh man, just the charge 5C paying off big time for Toast. Gonna be a pretty good combo here. Ends with the record. That is actually a pretty big change in this version, actually, because before Hyde had to go into the fireball ender, which would let the opponent kind of forward tech out of the corner. That fireball hit there. Oh
nice.
Man, they have these combos too, which is actually insane.
Yeah. Once Hyde has you in the corner, that is Hyde's win condition. Very strong block string character. Does chip on block, which is not insignificant. Certainly, Toast taking that in exactly the way Hyde wants to take that. Ooh, nice shield on the falling elbow. Gonna allow for a punish. Toast already sitting on 1 million rip in A4. Definitely has been grinding. Love to see it.
And Toast has these routes. Toast has these pressure block strings. Overhead, yep. Charge Vorpal, that is
faster.
In Vorpal, that move is extremely fast. Kind of easy to get caught off guard with that. Puts himself in the corner, doesn't kill with the IW, but just one more hit and Double Bear is down 1 game already. Toast is trying to speedrun this matchup.
Very fast from Toast there. And that is how it can be as Yuzu. If you get caught on the back foot, if you get put on the defensive, she has no reversal until she has 200 meter, unless she wants to risk Veil off. And, Toast is also winning all the cycles, so you can't even CS and assess the situation. This is looking really strong from Toast coming into this bracket.
My goodness, yeah, Toast getting second last time he ran these brackets, and I imagine this version with Hyde, as juiced as he is now, with all that experience coming from Clear, Toast is just gonna run away with it if Double Bear isn't careful, but they're finally able to get to the start. Oh, Pale Bringer sees that we're in teleport recovery frames there. I like the idea from Double Bear, but the fact that, that played out like it did, and that's going to be Toast taking round 1 of game 2, 1 round away from taking over the Queen.
Sivo Super just good enough to end it, and on the stare down, getting another hit. Toast just running through this top 16 part of this bracket.
The 5As. Oh man, gets opened up with the overhead. Yeah, this matchup's just kind of running away from Double Bear at this point. Might want to gamble on something, but no, that's going to be another charged force function, and Toast is going to take it.
Wow. Very fast 2-0 from Toast there. Looking like he wants to take this bracket. Didn't even give Double Bear a chance to play, and speaking from the other side as Double Bear here, it's hard to say where that could have changed much. The pressure from Toast was just so overwhelmingly strong.
Yeah, you can tell Toast is fairly familiar with this matchup, I will say. Being confident enough to up forward J6C at round start, I believe that was in game 2 on round 1. Knowing that, this is an option that Double Bear can go for as far as up backing, at round start. I'm going to call out that option, and then if I'm right, I'm just sending him to the corner with a big counterhand combo and being able to enter my win condition. That's exactly what happened.
Yep, for sure. Alright, so that will put us into our top 8. At least winner's side is determined. It's going to be Ook versus Barry and Toast versus Zapoke. Both of these should be quite good matches. And then a lot of these folks still battling it out in the loser's side. And we're going to get right into this. Ook versus Barry. Merkava versus Hilda. Another full screen style match. Merkava particularly good at maneuvering around what Hilda wants to do, but can't get overzealous with the reaching arms or the fireballs, because Hilda can snipe out those very same options. And typical Hilda pressure here. 2C rebeats.
I was going to say Ook was playing very patient game, just farming grid, but that counter hit just seals the deal. Able to get 100 meter, but Barry with an overhead can opener. We've seen that a lot from them this bracket.
Good blocks, but so that's something you'll see from Hilda a lot that I want to talk about a little bit. That 2-hit overhead can be followed up with another air normal that will be a third overhead, or the middle hit's not an overhead, but it's a second overhead normal that she can do if you don't shield that. So yes, it's a little scary to press shield when Hilda's coming at you like that, but if you can green shield the 2-hit overhead, she can't do that to you. So that's something to look out for. Ooh, nice!
Okay.
Confirm.
Yeah, good recognition. Oh, it doesn't have 100 meter. Oh, nice stagger pressure from Ook.
This is enough damage to end it, maybe. No, not quite. Gonna get the back throw. The pure grid scheme. Throw punish.
Oh, man.
Was a little late on it, but the idea was there, and it still ended up working out for Barry, so very, very nice. Yeah, so Merkava's Noodle Arm super is -4, which is just enough to give a throw punish without any need to shield or time or anything like that. You can just mash throw during that, and you will throw punish.
Well, Ook's just willingness to throw out 2-6C in these gaps represent that option. Barry, though, pokes out.
Oh! The sway, trying to catch an Aaron shield or maybe a 3C even. Gets the assault, gets another assault. Oh my goodness, no. That cycle though, gonna use it.
Overhead. Yeah.
It's an overhead, yeah.
That's the knowledge check. That works more often than I care to admit. So in the future, you're gonna want to try to stand shield, stand shield in general against this character's EX moves, but it's kind of hard in the heat of the moment to do that.
Yeah, definitely not something it's always at the forefront of your mind. Overhead connect. Oh,
yeah, there's
not
that
quite connecting.
Oh, nice fade away. Finishes the 3C.
Nice
another 2-6C. Ook is the success rate on these for Ook is just astounding.
Yeah, and it's not unreasonable to assume that it's being done on reaction because Hilda's moves are very committal. That was a nice reset. When Hilda goes for her moves, if you can snipe it out with something like 2-3-6C or IW or something like that, it's pretty much guaranteed. Barry will take that game though.
You see a lot of good reversal opportunities from Ook, but not able to really snowball that into a game win, and that's going to be Barry taking the first one here. I think Ook is on their way to understanding what they can and can't get away with here, but unfortunately that overhit from Barry is going to set the pace of this match so far. It's exactly where they want to be. Oh, the grabby hands kind of invalidates the Gloom set there. Barry just gets away with up back, air normal, and that's going to be another Gloom set for them. Oh, tries to contest. Yeah,
not looking out for the Gloom. Gets the low, blocks the pin. Good stuff. Ook blocking a lot better this game. Gets the low on the run-in. Children.
Yeah, watch your toes there against this character.
Oh my goodness. The visual obfuscation is insane. Bit meaty on that throw, though. Gonna end up getting a gold throw, which is teched by Barry. Not completing the plate, though.
Yeah, just want to protect the Gloom, right? They don't want to get reversaled on again. Really, one more mix-up will do it for Barry here. Barry goes for... Oh, that's cheap.
Got the shield on the first hit, but not the second hit. Unfortunate. It was a nice effort there from Ook trying to do that. This is match point for Barry, but I like the confidence of Ook in the first round here. Going to get something going. We should get some children here. Ooh, not quite. Just assault.
It just does it again.
Ook's use of assault is actually pretty good. There's a lot of it, but with the way that Barry has been mashing out with 2A, dive kick turret is the way to answer that. Jump back dive kick on wake up would be a common option for Hilda. That's something Merkava can do too, though. Jump back dive kick.
I like, again, yeah, they're just sitting back, letting the Gloom meaty for them, but unfortunately, once again, Ook is just hammering away with these 2-6Cs, and they're working in an inordinate amount of time.
Oh, a little much, but yeah, can't punish from that distance.
Oh, catches the up back flight with that 6-6B there.
At this point, you just have to not let Barry set up Gloom. Do anything you can to not let Gloom get set up, because that's a guess for game. And Ook on the board now, able to claw back a possible win in this set.
Probably using one of his 5 anti-air moves that just happen to be massive. Moving up the sky there.
Catching the grabby hand twice now.
Oh my god.
Barry knows something that I don't, because I've never seen that used in that situation. Gloom is set up, flying above it to avoid it as Ook. Nice.
Push on the skip. Oh, scramble situation. Rakaba is fantastic in those. Overhead. It's the first
This
time
is your
they've
chance
used
as Ook. I need your strongest mix-up. Okay, strike throw.
Okay, that was actually insane.
Yeah,
Because-
break that down a little bit because Barry woke up with Wake Up FF, which beats like low mash, which beats throw, beats a couple option, but Ook doing the 623A, which is plus on block, and catches any kind of jump out or backdash or force function attempt. So good stuff to Ook, and now looking strong in this set.
I really want to see Ook throw these green shields that Barry is showing him. That was 2 Assault JCs in a row where Barry got kind of that dull green shield. It puts them in block stun for longer and allows you to throw them for free and grid break them. And it basically guarantees you winning the cycle. So Barry just pinned in this corner by Ook. Ook is not letting them get out. Not on parole, not on bail, not on anything. Blocks the
The overhead and punishes.
Barry not cracking under the pressure just yet.
It's not a good shield. Actually, shout outs to Ook. Excellent shield on that JC. Adapting to that mid-set, and then 236C through the Gloom set. Super good stuff from Ook. I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Oh, catches the charge JC there.
That was sick. The fake out. Ook time. Blocks the force function, takes turn back.
These players are blocking these overheads like it's nobody's business. I don't know how they do it.
These youngins, I tell you, I cannot block an overhead to save my life. Ooh! Oh no, whiffs the grab. Unfortunate. Da-da-da. Gloom set. Chance time.
Oh my god.
Wow.
CX for the combo?
Full combo. Good. Chance for Ook to throw that!
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. They got it.
In for a penny, in for a pound. Good enough. Catching that shield on Barry. Running it back is Ook. Moving on to winners finals. Excellent set from both those players. I love the adaptation. I love the pressure that Ook was exerting. And Barry, really good mix-ups. Just, sometimes with Hilda, it is a little short if they start blocking them.
Yeah, I think Ook's ability to just 2-6C and have it work more often than not, like 90% of the time, honestly, was a key factor in him coming back in that set.
Oh, big time.
Just altering the way you pressure his Hilda, and you see Barry just create distance a lot of the time, but 2-6C is just so fast, it's so active, and Ook's decision to use it was at exactly the right times, gaps in Barry's pressure when they were using these kind of slower normals or projectiles really made the difference, I think.
Yeah, and every single one that connected made Barry a little more hesitant to do front spike, back spike, gloom set. We saw no Roomba, no 2-2C. 2-2C was something Barry was using a ton earlier in the bracket. And we saw almost none of it as that set came to a close. So, yeah, good usage of the tools from Ook there. This should be a banger here. This is a Poke versus Toast. We saw Toast absolutely blitz his last match. Zapoke, very good with the reversals, very good at staying unwavering in the face of pressure, very good at dealing with it. Oh, what a 3C! Toast is ready for what Zapoke has to offer here.
Alright, once again, win condition unlocked. Zapoke doesn't really have any meter to make Toast hesitate at all during these pressure strings, and Toast is just hammering away at Zapoke. Another charge force function, as we saw earlier, that is an overhead that gets faster if you have Vorpal available to you, and Toast just never lost it over the course of that round.
Charge force function, so one thing I believe you can do against that is Creeping Edge. I think there's plenty of recovery on that move, so I think that is something you can get out of it with, maybe even punish. But again, it's all about reacting to it. And sometimes when you're in a crouching pose, hitting 3D is easier than standing up. But Zapoke gets first blood in this round. Unfortunately, isn't able to convert off of it after Toast's reversal. Going to take it all the way to the corner again.
Yeah, Toast calling out the backdash with the 6-6 in the full combo. VO from Zapoke. Toast going for a kind of cheeky little pogo there. Zapoke just does B-Reaper, has the resources available to make it safe if it doesn't work. Oh, I like the 5C into 3C to punish Toast auto-pelling into blocking the overhead.
No confirm off of B Reaper. CS is going to maybe spell doom. Force a poke. Crouches on the increased force function again. Forbidden technique. EX force function or increased force function. Toast is gonna have taken that round. I do like though the poke was paying a lot of respect to Cycle there and actually got a lot out of it. The way that Toast pressures, while we've seen Toast win pretty much every cycle, that's not to say it's to do with his pressure, but more just getting hits. So if Toast's opponent can block out what he's trying to do and get Cycle, a lot more opportunity opens up for them. But you got to survive the onslaught first, and this is Toast with a Cycle and corner. Let's see what comes of it.
Another one.
Again, my goodness gracious. It's a guaranteed hit technique in his domain expansion at this pool. And
like, it keeps working, you might as well keep doing it, right?
Absolutely. No, yeah, no reason not to.
He's also getting like a ton of damage off it.
Yeah, you get like 4,500.
It's like a lot of damage he's getting off that overhead. Like, if they're not blocking and keep doing it, they die faster.
Yeah, it is the typical fighting game strat of if it keeps working, keep doing it. In fact, we might even see it again here. I do like that Toast only uses it with Vorpal though, because should it get blocked or dodged on non-Vorpal, then you're in trouble. But the poke has Psycho here to wake up with. We'll see what he's able to do with it.
Just frame trapping him to death. Oh my goodness.
Okay, B Reaper after the Mortal Slide. We saw that. You mentioned that in some of the earlier sets. Very, very nice. You know, minus frames into what is effectively a reversal.
Oh man. Boost stack of 6B, 5C. This might actually. Oh no. It doesn't go for it.
Throw will do it. Throw. And that is that's Toast advancing to winners finals very quickly.
Toast didn't even check in, by the way. He showed up like 2 minutes after the tournament started. He was like, oh, I didn't check in. Am I DQ'd? I was like, nah, you're good.
Not DQ'd, actually in winners finals. And shout outs to Jushichi with the raid of 27.
Yeah, thanks for the big raid.
Thank you. We are in top 8. We just finished top 8 winners side of this bracket. We have our winners finals set up. It's going to be Toast versus Ook. And then in losers top 8, we have, it looks like Pace. No,
yeah. So we've already got Maddie and Overcrack. We're waiting on the winner of Pace and Nago. And this, the first bracket got like really hung, like
I see.
Really
We played.
But yeah.
I see. So we're going to losers quarters. It looks like, right?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go to. I'm just.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm
dumb.
I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking at the right part of the bracket. I see. There's a whole nother part of the bracket.
The same thing happened to me as well.
Excuse me. I didn't.
We're the Training Mode Network. We run beginner and intermediate tournaments for a ton of different games every night of the week. This is our very first Under Night In Birth 2 Sis Celeste tournament. We're going to be running these every other Friday for the foreseeable future. So if you want to come join us and get better, go ahead and join our Discord. I just put that in the chat. Yeah, so we have got Maddie and Overcrack. Winner gets Barry, and then we're waiting on the winner of a bunch of 2 matches to get who's going to get to poke in for 5th. But before we do that, we are going to wait a little bit, and I am going to show you the so true. I'm going to show you the highlight reel from the last 2 weeks. Now, Uni is not in this because the highlight reel is only games we ran in the last 2 weeks, and we did not run Uni because it was not out. But I hope you enjoy. These are the super cool moments in the last 2 weeks of all our tournaments. So I edited it myself. I will say there are some flashing lights in it, so if you're prone to epilepsy, please avert your eyes. But please enjoy.
Thunder and lightning, through the sound of the death
Okay, well, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I'm gonna make sure that this tournament ends up in the next one, so put on your best show. Next up, for Losers Top 8, we've got Maddie versus Overcrack. Winner gets buried. And then right now, we are waiting on the winner of Data Zigbar in real life and Teddy Treebark for who will fight Pace in Losers Top 8. But we are gonna wait for that, and that'll be next after Maddie and Overcrack. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I really have to pee.
Alright, while he does that, Maddie and Overcrack, we saw both these folks in the bracket already. Overcrack on the Akatsuki with pretty good routes, using a lot of like the A+B ender and using a lot of the pressure tools that Akatsuki has. The 6B came out a lot. We saw Maddie, aka Ray William Yozanson, again talking in the chat about how godlike that name is. Doing a lot of the Yuzu stuff as well. So we'll see who's going to end up taking this. Not as bad of a matchup as you might imagine it to be. You know, Akatsuki, not the most mobile character in the game. Doesn't have a run, has to dash up. Yuzu can zone, but plenty of forward-moving moves that can evade what Yuzu wants to do. So by no means an easy matchup, but I don't think it's terribly lopsided.
Yeah, I agree. Akatsuki, I think he rewards a very patient player, more in this matchup especially, because you don't have the tools that some other characters might have to kind of try and gamble your way through Yuzu pressure. It's very easy on some other characters to just turn your brain off and go like, oh, I'm gonna, use this move to get around Yuzu's options. And sometimes that works, but I think removing the mental stack of, I don't even have these options to use against this character. Let me just dash block, right? Or let me just maybe do like 9, charge J6C to call out an option occasionally. But, most of the time it's very simple game plan of get in, start your pressure, don't let her get out. And the rest of the time, I'm just trying to get to that point.
I do want to add, Akatsuki has a new move in this version, an EX version of his parry, which sends him very far forward and is only throw punishable on block. So we might see that come out if Overcrack is willing to use it, because any slash that gets EX parried will probably get canceled into stance dodge and punished. But you could imagine it could be pretty cool.
Oh
yeah, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough for Overcrack, but definitely not insurmountable. Maddie starting with a really nice combo.
That
Corner
shield
pressure.
overcrack won him the cycle, but unfortunately, they're doing a pretty good job at staggering their zoning patterns and getting some nice hits here. Oh, yeah. Just to risk a fireball or something there, but unfortunately, Yuzu is still in stance. She still threatens that screen space very effectively after a Spectre. Oh, 2FF lifts.
2FF, some we've seen from Yuzu, or Maddie specifically a lot, is 2FF. It's a new move from Yuzu. It can be CS canceled and actually create a really good situation for her. Nice 4B on the fireball as well. Crack getting the DP, expecting something to come of that after the CS, but Maddie just staying solid. Okay, chance for overcrack is in now. No shield on the Bitatsu.
I think that was a TRM actually. Oh, good
Okay.
block of the overhead. Doesn't finish the combo. Maddie techs out.
Really good pressure from overcrack here. It's up to Maddie to get out of this.
Oh, just so many teleports. Oh, meaty throw. Okay.
Ooh, neat little. Actually, while it was really early in the cycle, that's a cool route to just build a bunch of grid if you're not sure how you want to confirm that throw combo. Oh, nice pickup.
What was that
on the
counter
board.
hit? Oh my god. That
It was like a 2-2-A counter hit. I'm looking on the other monitor. Okay, shield's a little early on the Bitatsu. I'll use that fireball to get all the way in. Another TRM. Not sure what Maddie is pressing. Maybe just a button getting counter hit thrown. Oh no! Stand tech. Don't fall for the pure grid scheme. Do not stand tech.
No, you should stand. Oh, as I say that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh man, that's another new move that Akatsuki has. That charged fireball. It's kind of a cool little RPS situation that you can create between charged fireball and regular fireball for a frame trap or plus frames with the charged one.
Even just to
Overcrack.
bait out a different response from the opponent and get them to flinch. Yeah.
Crack taking that game one.
Ooh,
Oh,
5-8
yeah,
counter hit. And air throw ender. Overcrack going for these air throw enders a lot, I think. Very feasible. Especially in a... Oh! Scoops with the air throw. Okay, mix-up time. Ooh, double overhead. That is an option off of that. Bitatsu CS, very potent in making your opponent play the RPS game. Just an air throw ender there too. Not electing to spend another meter.
Overcrack is just throwing Maddie for her life savings here. Oh man, okay. Fires back with a throw.
There you go, getting some grid blocks. Ooh, EDP. Pulse frames. Finally teching Maddie, not pressing buttons now on the defense in that situation, not getting counter hit thrown, able to tech the gold throw. Really nice stuff. Unfortunately, Bitatsu snipes her out of the air.
This is so much damage.
2.8
2.8 meterless? Okay. Oh man.
First and last 6B of the set. If Overcrack finishes this combo... Oh no, baits that.
Oh man, yeah,
Regular old punch.
Gotta try something there, but yeah, unfortunately Overcrack wins 2-0. And
Yep,
Maddie's
good.
out of the bracket.
Good stuff to Overcrack, taking it pretty convincingly. That first round, Maddie had really good zoning, was able to stay away from what Akatsuki was threatening, but then Overcrack just, I guess, cracked the code and was able to get in.
Yeah, there were a couple points where Maddie got very close to Overcrack after a knockdown. And as Yuzu, you don't necessarily need to do that if you have a life lead, right? You really want to play to your range advantage and just play around the reversal options that the opponent does have, like Akatsuki 2-2B is his DP. So if you decide to teleport and just sit outside of that range in stance, then you can a bit more effectively play the situation, because you just don't want to get put in a situation against Akatsuki where you're in the corner and you don't want him to get started at all if you can. So I think playing the matchup a little slower would have served Maddie a bit better in this case. But I mean, they made it pretty far, regardless. So
Yeah, top 8 in a 49-person bracket is no small feat. So like, to your point, there's not as much oomph in that tactic, right? Like you don't just win like sometimes, right? Like sometimes you can just hit them, win. But it does remove some of that volatility. So as long as you're confident in your zoning, as long as you're confident in what you feel you should be doing in that matchup, it your expected value goes up as you play to that strength of the matchup versus, in some regards, rolling the dice against Akatsuki, which is something you don't want to do.
Okay, the funniest thing that could have possibly happened in this bracket.
So we are on the other side
next.
of the bracket, just waiting on the resolution of Teddy Treebark and
No,
Zigbar.
we got it. The funniest possible thing that could happen in this bracket happens. Teddy and Pace are brothers.
Like
blood brothers.
Literally? Oh,
they're
let's
twins,
go.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, twins?
Yeah, so Teddy and Pace will be fighting in Losers Top 8. So Byakuya versus Merc.
Right.
If Teddy wins, he'd have to fight every single other Michiganer in the bracket. Michigan's so weak.
You'd love to see
Okay,
it.
we are waiting for them to come to the stream.
Alright, so this is Teddy Pace. This is going to be Byakuya Merkava. Should be a pretty back and forth type matchup, I think. We saw Teddy with good combos into webset Oki, like always gives himself that opportunity to win the game off of Byakuya's win condition. And we saw Pace really good at Merkava, just I would say best at kind of Merkava maneuvering. So that is what Merkava is going to want to be doing in this matchup against Byakuya, to not let Byakuya get started. We'll see how they decide to approach it. Both characters could play this matchup aggressively or defensively. So like it's really going to be on the players as how they want to play it.
Okay, so I wanted to say, and I was doing other stuff on bracket, I finally accepted I'm a Byakuya player and I don't like it.
That's okay. He's cool. Like Byakuya's pretty cool.
I played like all the story mode and I hate his fucking character so much, but he's so cool.
He's a bit of a dweeb. I will admit, he's a bit of a dweeb in more ways than one. Good blocks on the overhead. My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you have to expect that these two have probably played each other a little bit, considering they're brothers. So we might see some stuff in the matchup such as that, where they're looking specifically for options that the other one likes to do. Ooh.
Nice. Sit on a grid rate.
Chilling, and again, using that movement options, using that distance. Very nice call out with the assault there. Teddy with cycle, but not a whole lot to do with it without 100 meter, and it's going to end up getting grid broken.
This is kind of how Merkava wants to play the matchup. Just maintain range, use flight, just be as annoying as possible, because Byakuya, especially without 100 meter, you can't really do anything too threatening unless they hard commit to something.
Yeah, it's got to be a call out, like a 6-6C, or like a web fling overhead. But now with cycle in 100, this is where Teddy wants to be. Doesn't get you. Oh my goodness, what a counterplay.
Yeah, that anti-air was actually insane, and Paige is going to be heavily rewarded for it here. No, whips the ender.
That's player dip, and cycle on the table here doesn't even need it.
Bro just said that's player diff. Holy shit.
Player diff. That's, brother diff, maybe? Sibling diff, twin diff,
Fratra diff?
fracture diff.
Fracture
Diff is insane.
That's gonna be my rank name next week.
Heinous.
Oh, again!
Pace is on this, man.
Whips 2A. And then this should be enough. Probably doesn't even need to spend.
Alright. Pace sitting on 200 meter here. Pace not far behind, though. Around a piece. Okay, nice 2-2C.
Ooh, nice confirm, too. Yeah, that's a call-out option that Teddy is going to have as well. If Pace floats too low or tries to do like an arm move with a little bit bad timing, well, that was super scary. The 3C there could have been thrown.
Byakuya puts you into the web throw mix like that. Oh, another reversal. Man, Pace is really good at just resetting the momentum of these rounds with timely anti-airs and 2-6Cs. But unfortunately, that one whips, and Teddy with a very smart J2C charge is going to be able to set web here. Oh, no, just go for 2-6C. All right. Respectable.
I really wanted all of it with just too many bounces, too long of a combo. I really want to shout out Teddy's now counterplay to the anti-air counterplay that Pace has presented. Firstly, using the J2C to slow the air momentum so that it whiffs. And then in this last interaction, just doing a really fast J214BBBBB to have a trade. And that was all that was needed. So
Teddy says
really,
they're in a Discord call right now talking mad shit.
You love to hear it. There's nothing better than an actual, like, fervent, like, all-in tournament match where you can really give it your all. Okay, gonna get the... Oh, drops the combo, though.
Barely winning the cycle there. Okay, Pace just retreats back to neutral just to use his range advantage. He doesn't have meter to threaten 2-2C as we saw earlier.
Seeing some green shields on these Merkava jump normals a little bit scary because you actually don't get too much advantage for doing so. He's still plus, even if you shield it, so it's almost not worth the risk. Good hit from Teddy here, though. Gonna get the corner carry and have cycle and have 100. Oh my goodness. This is really bad if you're Pace here. Force function. Oh. Yep. Definitely something we've seen from Teddy a lot. Oh! Waits for the creeping edge, but unfortunately, because the web was there, I think, Pace was able to block and is going to get a chance here, having Teddy in the corner. Teddy was Psycho at 100, though. Psycho is off the table now. Gotta watch out for 2-2C or anything else that Teddy would try to poke out with. One hit will do it for Pace. Oh, there's the 2-2C.
Alright, Teddy doesn't really have a whole lot of meter available, but Pace is going to have to play this pretty well. We have 1 round left to gamble here. Teddy techs. Teddy tech bark?
I think the only thing you can really do as Pace here is really just try to focus on winning cycle. Byakuya, because Teddy isn't really concentrating a lot and just kind of giving Pace that full screen space. If Teddy's not going to approach, Pace can just build grid and try to win cycle, because then you get great situations like this. Alternatively, it would cause Teddy to try to approach, which we've seen Pace is really good at calling out. We'll see what is the play here. Low flight Oki.
One more hit will do it. No whiffs, and Teddy very smartly contests with 2B. He's going to be rewarded for it. This is going to be Web Oki here.
Web Oki, but careful now because Pace has CS. You don't want to CS on wake up into Web Oki. Whoa! That was wonky. Unfortunately gets clipped. Probably trying to CS there. And now it's Teddy's cycle, and this is looking pretty bad.
I want to see if Pace chooses to use Creeping Edge again. No, just 5A into throw, and that's going to be game 2, assuming that Teddy can finish this combo around here.
Doing negative damage. Okay, we finally got the hit.
Yeah, at a certain point there, I feel like it was not doing damage.
It was doing 1 damage at a time, probably.
Yeah. Okay, well, Teddy takes it. The superior brother is 1. Is that what we're saying here?
Teddy Treebark advances. Now going to play Zapoke after this next match. So we have reached our top 6. Thank you all for watching. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. These matches have been super fun to watch from my perspective. I look forward to seeing what these gamers can bring to us in these last few matches.
Yeah, I mean, I always like the first one we ever run for a game because it's just so fun to see, like, the players that will end up, like, developing in the future. It's always so fun to remember how they were when they first started playing.
Yeah, all these players are pretty comfortable with the systems already.
Y'all are playing again? Actually. Oh no, that was Barry joining. Can y'all? I'm gonna kick him. Sorry, give me a sec.
All right.
Okay, Teddy, get out of there. I know you won. It's good. Okay. I'll fuck him up next time. So real. Okay. So we got good. Real quiet at the end. So true.
Yeah, but good stuff to Pace. I like what I saw for the Merkava. I'd like to see it continue for sure. Definitely has the foundation there. And I think if you can capitalize on grid control a little bit more, which some Merkava can really do well, I think, and then leveraging that into like CS reversal or CS shield, I think it's looking pretty bright.
Merkava's
very overcrack. I'm sorry. Go on.
Merkava's I'm getting the top 8 graphic ready right now, and Merkava's his character portrait is always like really hard to fit in the boxes because I make my own top 8 graphic.
He kind of curves up really hard. Yeah. All right, so this is going to be Overcrack versus Barry. Similarly to how Overcrack had to overcome Maddie on the Yuzu in the previous round, it's going to be very similar, except this time if Barry gets the hit, as we're seeing here, it leads into a very potent and deadly mix-up. Empty jump low for the first option.
Yeah, Overcrack is not looking too great here. With cycle available, it's going to be at least 17 seconds of just pure pain for Overcrack, if you're seeing it right here. No need to really worry about it. Can maybe represent EX Parry. I don't know how it interacts with Gloom or the 50-50 in this situation, but Overcrack finally getting the cycle. One mistake is death. Alright, maybe 1.5 mistakes is death. And that's the 0.5.
There's the other half, yes.
Yeah.
This is tough, yeah. I would actually even argue this is maybe a little tougher than Yuzu for Akatsuki to get in on, but the 6B will prevail. Good chance here for Overcrack.
This is a complete momentum shift from last round. Oh, one gold throw later, and Barry is out starting their block strings here. The Itatsu to call out the Gloom set. Oh my god.
Dash Bitatsu, this is going to do 1,000,000 damage. This is so much damage.
A throw ender, yeah. One throw is death here, right? Oh, it's just heck that 60.
And the YI Auto right in the jaw. So good round from Overcrack there. Needs to do that about 3 more times to take this and move into our top 4. Nice ender. Oh, cheap.
Okay.
That was disorienting for the cross up in the corner. The meaty is gonna hit, but not converted. Shimmies on the throw tech. Oh my goodness, and just all the pressure from Overcrack gonna just go right into super. 22-second round there, not even 21 second.
That was... They lost the first round, and then they locked in, and I think the next 2 rounds were faster than the first round, just combined.
And that's what you would expect to see in Zoner versus Rushdown. It's if Akatsuki gets the first hit, the round could just be over. Excellent call out on the 2C, jumping right over it with the J6C. Oh my god, these meaties are hitting Barry so hard. Barry is just either pressing throw or something on wake up, not sure what. And Overcrack taking full advantage of it. Plus frames.
This is... Man, Barry's just kind of getting run over. It doesn't even have 100 meter, and maybe now, after that invalid combo, can maybe...
walk in.
Oh, I was gonna say, can maybe threaten VO or something, but no, just tries to go for another throw. And Overclock is 1 round away. Okay.
Barry
down the
is...
branch, 2-2C.
Barry is deep in this stand tech hole. Gotta be really careful about these stand techs in this game. They are way less potent in this game than they even were in previous games, and arguably they were a mistake every time in the previous game. We got Bitatsu CS on the table. 6B is blocked.
Oh no, the 6C is blocked. Barry takes their turn. I was gonna say they're not falling for it this time, but unfortunately the second assault takes it.
Chase! Oh, he did the electric slide backwards, trying to get all the way to where Hilda was gonna teleport, but unfortunately Akatsuki not that mobile. Bitatsu?
Whoa.
Almost hit with that C Fireball. Dash up Bitatsu is enough. Overcrack in fairly convincing fashion after the first round, taking that over Barry.
Yeah, that was... I don't know if they turned on like wall hacks or something, but that was night and day compared to the first round of game 1. Just
this is the Outlaw has no anti-air as a poke.
Oh man,
it is very funny. No one said it, but it's a funny little like TikTok song. Okay, next up, we're gonna have Zapoke versus Teddy Treebark. Winner will get to face Overcrack in winners final and losers semifinals.
Yes, indeed. Just calling back to the last match, though, I think with Barry, very good offense on the Hilda. We've seen quite a bit of it, but on defense, a little shaky against some of these higher pressure characters, Akatsuki being one of them, where sometimes, and I know it's a meme, but like sometimes you do just want to take the throw, especially against a character like Akatsuki who can melt you for a counter hit meaty. Just taking I know Hilda doesn't really have a good OS option, so she really just has force function OS. So just taking the throw sometimes is the thing to do, even though it's not that much fun. Is a poke Teddy? Is this a run back? Chat's saying this is a run back.
I believe so. Yeah, I think this is around.
It was, yeah. Zapoke took a 2-0 in winners, and I believe this is thanks to increased 5C. So we'll see if Teddy is able to adapt to that and what kind of game these gamers are going to try to play here.
Oh, the immediate cancel in the website after that 6-6C. Teddy was extremely confident in that hitting there. Standard Byakuya stagger pressure here. He sits on the throw. Gonna win the cycle here.
Good blocks from Zapoke, knows what to look for. Excellent use of shields as well. Able to get out of this situation. 2C trades.
Zapoke is just letting B-Reaper pay his taxes, even if he doesn't even have meter to make it safe. He's just letting it rub.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that B-Reaper from Zapoke, and yeah, like you said, it's not safe. If that gets blocked, that's like a 6B punish, or depending on the range, a 2B punish. Not really the safest option. Web set, chance, and Vorpal.
Oh, with the creeping edge, but Teddy is familiar with your game and smartly waits it out and takes round one.
It is tough to roll out of the Byakuya web set. The way that it's traditionally set up automatically pretty much counterplays the roll. You have to cancel that into a block. You'll successfully roll the first web, and then you have to block the second one. You can't press anything, and you can't really escape by doing that. So, not the best option. Classic Byakuya cheapie here.
Yep, teleport low.
As a common thing for that, if you see Byakuya vanish in the air, there's no way for him to overhead you anymore. So if you see him disappear, just block.
That hit the web there. That's why the tree worked out like that. That's crazy.
Good break.
Gaming. Frames? Oh, 6-6C again! Man, Teddy is just on point with these 6-6C snipes. It's gonna take game one because of it. Alright, counter hit starter. He's okay, cross under. I like it. Zapoke showing that he's not out of this just yet. 5B, the god.
5B, really good anti here for Byakuya. Something you'll see a lot of. Web set. We got just enough meter. What is the escape? Oh, that's one way to get out. Oh, nice block on the cross up. The run under.
Yep, Zapoke. Oh my, max range force function there without Vorpal. That spacing was immaculate there. Once again, B-Reaper. Doesn't matter if you hit or block. The Immortal Slide. Gordo has resources, so we can throw that out. Neutral jump JC into B-Reaper. I see how it...
Super fast, by the way. I think it's like 9 frames on startup, so definitely something you gotta respect if Gordo has resource to make it safe. This is gonna be CS on Wake Up, but without 100 meters, so not much Zapoke can do with it. Now it's a little more threatening. Seek a way out. This is okay. It's a little longer than the average combo here. 2 web set.
Oh, Zapoke trying to do something, but Wake Up 214C, the god. Teddy doesn't have any resource. Just the backdash.
That's the backdash. Not the best punish, but, you know, some damage is better than no damage. And then 2-2C in response to the 6-6FF is going to take this and put Teddy Treebark on match point going into this last round.
Alright. Reaper cancels on the plus frames, catches the backdash with the 2C there. Blocks the 3C. Oh, the backdash gets around the 2B. You're actually crazy.
These players are dancing around each other. Green shields on the 5C. Backdash force function to punish the 6-6C. Gonna get a full combo from Zapoke here. Hard knockdown.
These guys are playing footsies from full screen. It's a matter of, is Byakuya going to 6-6C? And if he is, can I respond with force function in time? Am I going to be in range for it? Teddy Treebark looking a little worse for wear here. Good blocks. Alright, mashes out with 2A.
Might have been able to 5A that increase 5C, but I understand not taking the risk. We get Legend of the Temple here.
Okay. Oh, creeping edge called out.
Yeah.
Treebark, not enough meter
no.
Okay.
Needy 5A. Is that enough? It is enough. Teddy Treebark with the Jonesy from Fortnite Byakuya is going to advance to our losers semifinals.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm going to kill
I
you.
speak no lies. That is what that skin is. Shoutouts to Egbo for making a Jonesy on every character on Ryan's console at Frosty Faustings.
I will never forget just staring at him on the color creation
I'm sorry,
screen.
Jonesy from Fortnite?
Yeah, so at Frosty Faustings, there's a Seth player named Egbo. He's a bit of a shitposter, and he was on this PS5 for like probably 15-20 minutes before someone asked him, "What are you doing?" And he just replied flatly, "I'm making Jonesy from Fortnite for every uni character." Just in the color editor.
He was making the same skin on every
For
character.
everyone. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
yeah. Without missing a beat. And I'm like, that's the most Egbo thing I've heard, which makes sense because you are Egbo, and yeah.
Yeah. If that was not your intention, Teddy, I'm sorry, but I thought that was what you were trying to do. So, all right. So winners finals. First of three, Toast versus Ook. This should be a really good one. I want to say in the second bracket, was this the third place match? Was this losers final?
No, it was Obi, not Ook.
Obi, that's okay.
it was
So
Obi Nation.
also a Merkava, also 3 letters, but not Ook. So
No, I was literally thinking, like, is Ook Obi?
right,
Because they play similarly, too.
never seen both in the same place at the same time. That's all I'm saying. First block of the increased force function, but counterplay is still there from Toast, ready. Unfortunately, doesn't confirm off of that 3C.
Yeah, that distance, I understand wanting to go for 2C there, but yeah, it's alright. Live and learn. Live and learn. Ook playing on a razor's edge here. Has Worm available to keep himself safe by closing the distance there.
That is a free in for Merkava. It bleeds a little bit of grid, but it is a free in if that worm is out. That's an answer. Yep. Yes, sees the red mist. Ook stuck in the middle of that 5C, and that's a Palebringer.
Oh, it's alright. If I understand wanting to respect the EX cancel, off of the Ben Sinister there. Ook just getting counter hit and is going to be taking a lot of damage here. Man, Toast's combo routing is actually really impressive. Oh no, assault. Okay. The assault into Pogo into cross under for the 5B was some nice stuff. Ook mashes out, takes his turn, has to respect the CS here. Good blocks. Has CS available, but Gable's on the reversal, eats a throw punish. Good thing he wasn't in the corner, that could have been a throw combo, and that would have been a very scary situation. Finally able to get something started here. Is still in transfer state, tries to concentrate for the cycle, not quite ready to commit to it all the way. And that's going to be Toast getting yet another cycle. It's going to be another throw point, doesn't tech the gold throw, and that's going to be Toast taking game 1 in winners finals.
Mental stack way too juiced at that point. One thing worth mentioning from Toast's perspective here, mashing shield on the Merkava reversal, it's a great way to farm grid, but if you want to go for the guaranteed punish, you got to counter hit, not a punish. You don't want to shield it because it'll push you a little far away for the throw. Oh, 5C almost confirms it.
Okay, 6-6C counter hit. This is actually going to be a lot of damage if he's able to fully convert this. Yeah. There you are, sends him in the corner. Oh, no, it doesn't get the 6-6C at the end there. That's unfortunate, but it's alright. Grid break for your troubles. Ook is in a really rough spot here. Doesn't even have 100 meter to gamble on a reversal. And the grid gain, when you are grid broken, just the meter gain in general, is so far reduced that he's not going to even able to contest another one of Ook's throw points here, and that's going to be a meaty 5A.
Rekka CS Mind Games leads to the empty jump low into a full combo. Toast looking just as clean as he has this entire bracket.
And counter hit from Ook. Ook's still showing signs of life here. It's just that I think the match gets away from him. He's just stuck in the corner so much. Oh my goodness, the 6-6C under is going to give Toast another combo, and Ook once again in the corner. Okay, that was good stuff.
This is something we saw from Ook a lot, right? Using that 2-3-6C to great effect. What an excellent anti-air from Toast, though.
Yeah, Toast definitely comfortable converting these straight hits into damage. Smartly does not try to go for DP. You notice that that's not going to be enough damage. Back dashes the dive kick, and that's going to be yet another game for Toast.
Heads up play from Toast here, doing extremely well. And one thing I'll say is, a lot of times when you're playing against somebody who has this much overwhelming pressure, you just want to get every hit you can to count. And that's why Toast's reversals are working so much against like Ook, among other players that we've seen. Every time somebody gets him knocked down, they want to keep pressuring, so he just reversals. Taking it a little easier and blocking some of these reversals might lead to more chances if you're Ook here. But we'll see. Corner time.
Ook techs out, but oh, unfortunately not ready to punish the whiff recovery on that. And Toast kind of gets away with murder there. As I say that, J2C on Wake Up, my beloved. Ook is going to turn the tables here. Get Toast in the corner now. Alright, he has to... Oh, yeah, that was a scary situation. It's tough to time your reversal to 6-6E when High does it like that because you don't want to get your input crossed up. So
and to know what time it's on, or what side it's on, excuse me. To know what side it's on, too, is going to be kind of hard with that 6-6E.
Oh. Yeah, that 2-2B there is going to be +1, and Toast enforces it with 5C. Ook 1 round away.
Match point for Toast. Looking to 3-0 this winner's final.
Yeah, Toast is looking well on his way to doing just that. Oh, okay.
The go to OS to go over the 623, or excuse me, 623B.
Cycle ACS.
Might just take IW here. Not quite. Just takes Rekka to get all the way to the corner. Now IW kills. Oh, no. Yeah, a bit awkward with a throw combo there. It's still just enough with the low. I'm going to take that 3-0 is Toast, moving on to winner's side grand finals in this top 4.
Toast just always had resources to threaten something. Just whenever his turn was over, he just resets pressure with one more stagger into CS, or EX canceling a move, and then he does 3k off of every combo minimum.
Yep.
As Mercombo, when you don't have resources and you're not able to get really much of anything started versus Hyde, especially if he's calling you out in neutral with stuff like 6-6 so just a very fast dashing button and gets a lot of reward on counter hit, then you're just going to get run over, and that's exactly what we saw.
Yep.
I remember last time I was like, there's this guy named Toast, and my friend Zoe was like, oh, I know a guy named Toast. He's nasty at Smash Brothers. So
the Smash Brothers Undernight pipeline is actually like prolific. Like a lot of good Undernight players came from Smash.
Yeah. Toast? I'm gonna add him. Who does he play in Smash?
So here we have our last first 2 of the night. It is going to be Overcrack versus Teddy Treebark Byakuya versus Akatsuki. Wow, not so Fireball beating the 6-6B.
I was not prepared for that interaction, I will say. Now,
this is where Overcrack wants to be. Very strong offensive pressure. Ooh, gets cracked over the head.
Oh man, the lockback into getting hit by 2B. That's a classic. That happens all the time against this character. Alright, text the throw.
Ooh, backdash!
Chasing him. Good patience. Oh, another... Yeah, that's not really a mix-up, but if you're not prepared for Byakuya to throw that out, it's going to be a situation like this, where you're in the corner in Web Oki.
Falling for the cheeky double overhead. Okay, not green shielding. Very nice, very wise. With CS on the table, that is something you cannot do. Takes a couple throws. Oh, wow. Standoff into the 2A. Overcrack is going to take round 1.
Overcrack definitely kind of abusing his frame data advantage there with the 5-frame 2A and 5A compared to the 6-frame Byakuya options there. But Teddy, that was a 2-2A on Wake Up. Teddy just snipes it out with a counter hit. Man, that's a JC beating out the J6C. Drops the combo though. Overcrack is going to capitalize, put Teddy back in the corner on the other end of the stage. This is scary. Just
again with the double overhead. This is Teddy's chance to take this, see how this combo ends. Probably just a web set. No, 236C to drag all the way to the corner. Oh, I see. Uses the CS to extend the combo even further and take web Oki as well. So scary though, if Overcrack gets a hit here. Oh, nice shield, but 236C is there to keep it safe. Teddy trying to punish with the successful shield. Oh no, VO not punished either. Shimmy! This could be enough, actually, yeah.
Yep, I know you.
Overcrack running it all the way back with the shimmy 5B. Teddy Treebark's gonna have to shake it off going into this game too. Fireball beating 6XP again, identical round start. Groundhog Day is today, and we just saw that happen in real time. Okay, charge Fireball, nothing there. Teddy Treebark reaching out with the 2B, much better option there to cover that space. Overcrack gonna have Cycle on Wake Up, but if web set happens, you're not gonna want to do that. Oh no, drop from Teddy Treebark. Blocks 6B.
Nice.
Cycle keeps it safe.
Yeah, I like the delay CS there to see if Teddy's trying to contest and challenge, and then parries for a combo here. Overcrack looking pretty strong here.
Oh, nice shield stops that double overhead from coming out again. Excellent counterplay, and then shimmies into the throw that time. So I got to point this out. Teddy is doing a great job of green shielding the second hit of Bitatsu such that he will shield the third hit. But if Akatsuki has 100 meter, he can still keep it safe. So Teddy's pressing like 5A or 2A to try to punish there. And unfortunately, the EX Fireball is trading with that and giving Overcrack a full combo. So definitely a good implementation of the counterplay, just not at that next layer yet. Okay. Nice. Good hit from Overcrack here. And this is actually match point because we're in loser semis. Corner carry. 214C. Oh no, the Fireball just hits.
Like the shields. Oh, whiff throw.
CS keeping it safe. Not going to try to extend much further and then baits the VO. Overcrack kind of playing nice in these last few matches. Looks like he wants that trophy.
Well, that's Overcrack moving on to fight Ook in
We're
losers
gonna go
final.
right into that. Yeah, we're gonna
Wants
go
to
right into
get
that.
on and kill Toast, who seemed unstoppable.
Yeah, Toast looking very strong here. I think either of these players coming up into this losers finals though will have a chance should they make it to grands. Overcrack and Ook, both really strong offense players. I think we've seen Ook really good on top of his offense at calling out opponents' options with like 236C. So that might be something that plays to Overcrack's disadvantage. We'll have to see how they end up playing it out. 2 matches left tonight. Hope you all have been enjoying yourselves. We got losers finals, and then the winner of this will go on to play Toast in grands. Should be a good time.
Got Akatsuki, Merkaba, and Hyde in top 3. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct, and I think all great characters to learn the game with in their own way. Here we go. First to 3 losers finals. Both these players have played quite well tonight. They haven't met each other in bracket yet, so this will be our first chance to see one of them moving on. Slow start for both players. Not really overextending very much. Run up throw from Ook is going to get things started. Oh, and then the grid break overhead. Really bad news for Overcrack.
Yeah, this is Ook in his element, right? No reversal to worry about, really. No CS for Overcrack to threaten. Starts his turn. Gives up the cycle. For a nice combo, though. Yeah. Even though he lost the cycle here, he's not too concerned about what Overcrack can do. He's just content to maintain space. Check, every so often with grabbing hands. Just maintain space, be really annoying.
Something we saw there was the A plus B follow-up from Ook without CS to back it up. That is throw punishable on most characters. So Overcrack going for the 5A, ending up having it get backdash. A throw punish would have worked there. I'm pretty sure. You can check me on that, but they are all basically -4. I just don't know about the range. But I assume because we don't see him do it more often, it's throw punishable. Okay, 236C on the red mist. Not going to get the grabbing hands confirmed. Has plenty of meter here. Run up throw. I like this. So as Overcrack is whiffing with like J6C or his normal buttons, Ook is throw punish. Very nice.
Oh, just wake up 4B.
Ook is just running up and throwing though in those scenarios where, you know, Overcrack's whiffing a button and the first instinct is I gotta block. I gotta just, you know, I lost my turn. I whiffed. But Ook using the throw there to just get damage when it would otherwise be hard to.
Oh, scary throw whiff, but Overcrack.
Ooh,
stays confident.
Alright, hit here. Overhead might be coming. Oh, not the overhead I was expecting. And unfortunately, that knocked me down and didn't give a confirmed Overcrack.
Oh, man. Another throw. And again,
Krabby is
getting a hit. Yeah, Ook is getting a hit and then just buggering off to the other side of the screen. 260, yeah.
As one should do against Akatsuki. EX Fireball, not quite enough damage there to kill. Ook recognizing that. Gonna save the meter, even if you don't make it out of here.
Okay.
You have meter for the next round is what I would say. Unfortunately, 360. Yeah. Overcrack very much on the throw punish game, doing a good job with that.
The maneuvering around the grabby hand there was actually immaculate from Overcrack. It's a nice combo for his trouble.
We've been seeing this from Overcrack too. The adaptation that he's able to implement mid-set is fast and like apt. It's simple, but it works. So we'll see maybe as the set goes on if more of that ends up coming. Wow, a lot of 2-3-6 from Ook. Panicking with Akatsuki in your face is not something you want to be doing. And
yeah, it's good
Overcrack
that
takes full advantage of that.
he's recognizing that he has the resource available, but if you're representing that too many times, then the opponent, like we saw in round 1, is going to let you use it and then punish you for it anyway. And now you're down resources for no reason, essentially.
And this is a situation where Overcrack is not dissuaded to keep meeting. Like, he'll say, like, sure, I'll get hit by that every once in a while, but when I don't get hit by it, you are the one who pays. And taking it to the corner here is Overcrack. 6B might be on the table, gotta be careful.
Ooh. Like, Ook takes a straight hit, but does get out of the corner and is able to resume regular Merkaba zoning patterns here.
Good double jump usage.
Oh my goodness.
I love the adaptation.
So good.
Time to guess. Oh, just tries to do a little shimmy. Classic Merkaba mash out. Cheap.
Ooh, okay, I love trying to bait out no S from Overcrack, but Overcrack staying cool under pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an overhead, no.
Yeah, no OS from Overcrack there. No reversal, no throw. Oh my goodness.
My God.
The children. Somebody think of the children.
Oh!
What a catch! You can CS to stabilize this. You could also Sivo. Nice. He likes to do the reformer. CS to stabilize 214C. Gets a lot of meter back for that.
Okay. Oh, not the best punish, but it's alright. Every hit matters. Okay.
Goes
Completely over.
Favor. Chance time.
Fearless. Fearlessly throws him into the corner. Oh, there it is. J2C beats out the throw. It's something you're probably going to see a little bit when these players get more comfortable with the CS mind game is representing throw as the fastest option post-CS, and then the counterplay kind of RPS decisions that come afterwards. Because Merkaba dive kick, you know, it's airborne very fast, it punishes the throw recovery, but the Akatsuki could have just pressed like, you know, 5A to call out that option instead of going for throw, and then, you know, that mind game kind of develops from there.
Yeah, I think that triangle is really interesting, and something that we're seeing these players do a little bit at this level, but you really see that a lot at the high level. Throw punish. Nice.
Yep. Comes through to succeed. Oh, the shimmies! Oh my goodness!
The shimmy shake right out of throw range was immaculate from Overcrack there. Unfortunately, not completing the follow-up combo to get the kill, but stays plus.
A bit too premature on that throw point there. Ook has a chance still. Gonna have to eat another throw situation. No, just does 2-3-6C. Concentrates to get some cycle. Throws Overcrack on the run-up.
Could happen to you. 2-3-6C. CS is there. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
That was the little tap. The text into tap. Overcrack up 2-1 right now.
2-1 after losing game 1 really turned the dial on this adaptation. And now J6 seeing Merkaba out of the air, swatting the fly. Ook stuck in the corner against Akatsuki. 5C meaty.
New tech from Ook. A 6-6C!
Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, the meaty just working out. Not sure Ook succumbing to the pressure that Overcrack is presenting.
I like the shield, able to kind of mess up Overcrack's spacing there. Okay, chance time. All right, counter hit 2A. This is Ook's chance to get something started here. Really need this momentum to swing back in their favor and stem the tide of Overcrack.
CS to keep this safe. Oh, backdash works out.
Tatsu whip, CS to keep himself safe.
That's peak Akatsuki gaming right there. B-Tatsu whip. B-Tatsu CS, or B-Tatsu whip CS. B-Tatsu EX Fireball. B-Tatsu. And it worked out. He caught the third backdash of Ook and puts Overcrack on match point.
Alright, Ook has a chance here still. Oh, tricky. Very tricky. Gets rewarded with a 2A hit. Gonna win the cycle here. Just maintaining their distance. Want Overcrack to come to them. The 2-2B?
So that's the second time we've seen that interaction, actually, and because Akatsuki's reversal is a 2-2 input, you can't cross that up by like jumping over him. So not sure if Ook is aware of that, and it's going to work out really favorably for Overcrack. Air throw ender, meaty fireball. VO now. Okay, chance for Ook here, and could actually get IW. Unfortunately not able to input it in time. Oh no, that's
hit a
clip.
Beat.
This could be enough. Gonna have to just take this full combo. Right. Staying alive.
Ook's still in it.
Fireball. Good maneuvering from Overcrack, almost making contact with Ook there. All the way up to the top of the screen. It's B-Tatsu.
Oh, to wake up 4B. Why not?
Enough. Yes. Cycle on deck for Overcrack though. He likes not to spend it. Ook's too far away. Probably wants to get that B-Tatsu CS.
Oh, and again, he gets hit overhit by the worm. You had CS available. You might have been able to release CS. Alright, there it is. CS reversal here. Puts us off at the corner. Ook has CS available now.
He loses the cycle for all of that.
Yeah, this is Ook's chance here. They're starting to get a read on Overcrack's neutral approach decisions here. But Overcrack just gets another good hit.
Nice
Sending
route,
Ook into the corner. So much meter to gain here.
ADP
No
on
way! You just
DP
CC'd. Holy. Overcrack is just built different.
That is actually an extremely good option for Akatsuki if you have CS. It's very fast. Beats a lot of things. Beats throw. Beats wake up dive kick. Beats mash. So good heads up stuff from Overcrack. They're going to advance to our grand finals. Play against Toast, who is already in the lobby. Says, I got things to do. I'm trying to win this tournament.
Overcrack is gone 9-1 at this point.
Yeah, Overcrack's
he went to winners. He went to losers round 3 against Zigbar.
Oh my goodness, 9 matches.
10 if you count the one he lost.
way back here. I'm looking at the bracket path now. Yeah. Taking out a lot of these gamers. Alright, last match of the night. Toast versus Overcrack. Toast has to win 1 set, Overcrack 2. Both players seem really good at adapting to what their opponent wants to do. And honestly, we've seen anyone yet to challenge Toast's offense. So I want to see if Overcrack is the one that is able to do that.
Okay, I like the shield. Gonna have, oh man, calling out the fireball. B-Tatsu CS. Alright, Overcrack is looking to make this nice and quick.
Yeah, and this is something we haven't seen yet in these sets with Toast is nobody has really brought it to him. Nobody's been able to say like, okay, you have to block my offense now, because Toast has always gotten it started so fast.
Good 3C. Right. War with pretty decent grip of damage here. Yep, spends the EX to send Overcrack to the corner. Has to play around the reversal. Yeah, this is a matchup aspect that doesn't seem obvious at first glance, but is definitely something that's annoying for Hyde if the Akatsuki represents it, is Akatsuki can react to force function fairly consistently with like delay parry, right? If you do increased force function, he can always just parry and punish you. And that's something we saw in that
one button answer, as it were, is a really easy way to get around that move. Even if it's hard to react to block it. Excellent shield on the assault. Toast turned up now. This is where we've seen Toast win every single time.
Toast is turning up the heat setting on the toaster here. Oh, okay. That delay
Wants the reversal there, doesn't quite get it.
With
Dash up throw, not working.
Plus frames. Charge 5C is +1. Alright. Mistakes and miracles. It's okay. One round apiece. Overcrack has 200 meter though. He can threaten a lot. Yeah.
So, this is looking almost like each round, whoever is able to get the first hit is really able to postulate themselves to win the match. And there is Toast's reversal. Not afraid to do so. We know Overcrack's not afraid to reversal either, so let's see. Toast stealing that cycle at the very last second. Excellent stuff.
Yeah, that's +1, but it gets hit low. The sword portion of both, all 2-2X variants from Hyde are low on the sword portion, so you've got to watch out for that. That's going to be a W. Take game 1.
5,000. Reddit combo spotted. 5,000 damage. Toast up 1-0 in the set, and yeah, it really boils down to about 2 interactions each round. Whoever gets the first hit, and then if the other one is willing to reversal to try to take a turn back. It's kind of what we've been seeing. Good uses of shield from Toast.
Oh man, as you say that, gets grid broken for his trouble. Yeah, parry. Sees the red miss, knows the Toast is pressing the button, parries to punish him. 2.7?
Always out on parry ain't bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Big chance here for Overcrack. Oh, nice blocks. Toast reactions are really good in both just blocking overheads and shielding. Gonna take the corner off of that interaction.
Crack does have CS to threaten. There it is. Yep, gotta respect the CS.
Do that same route you did before. Hitatsu? Not enough. Uh-oh.
Oh, laser!
Very.
Just before the 2 projectiles clash, that was right on time for Toast. It is just gets air thrown.
Oh my gosh. Reeled back in my chair with that reaction air throw from Overcrack.
Yeah, Overcracked more like this is... The reactions and decision making to just smother Toast's options here is really something to behold. Alright, gonna EX Ender once again. Just about to build back the meter, so he's able to, kind of extend pressure. I love the grid rig recognition there. Sees the green shield, immediately throws to punish. Man, trading DPs back and forth. 2B from Overcrack, not able to really convert. Don't know. So it's okay to commit to win the cycle there, but you're grid broken, so you're not going to win it anyway, given the timer that's left on it. And you just basically conceded some pressure for not a whole lot of benefit, but it's alright. It works out for Overcrack in that situation.
Cycle so close for both players. Ends up going to Overcrack. CS is without much reward though. But sometimes the best reward is your opponent not having it. Goes for TRM. Saw the 3C AD earlier. Does not get caught for it.
Pogo!
Oh, dash up Pogo for the throw bait.
And Toast has shown that they definitely do have these combos, but drops the combo. Has CS to threaten. I like Overcrack's patience, trying to bait out the CS. There it is, baits it out successfully this time. Tries to backdash, but the charged 5C catches the backdash startup, and then one more force function for the round for Toast.
It was good stuff on Overcrack's part, though. I want to bring that up, that they did not use any string that could just get DP, or CS DP'd, rather. So that's good awareness of the opponent's resources as well as their own. Excellent blocks. Chase that. Oh, almost got it. Was very confident. Went for the 6C extension, thinking that 5C would connect.
Oh,
not going to blame him. I thought it might too.
Nice. Two-way fireball. Keeps himself safe. Oh, a bit of a stone head technique from both these players here. Just dashing under, but Toast for the win. Gets another nice hit here.
Yeah, that was a shield on the 6C for a fat punish. Increased force function. And we know Toast has these routes, so this actually could be death. You don't build 200 here.
They
Not
could
quite.
have maybe gone for 6-2-3C there, but I understand the willingness to just take the knockdown off of 2-4C, right? Because if it doesn't work, then they can forward tech out, and then you're trapped in the corner against the Akatsuki.
Yeah, it's way better Oki. And unfortunately, without killing here, Overcrack has a chance. The little shimmy gets thrown. That's probably a 3CA DOS.
Overcrack recognizing that Toast likes to 6-6C out of the corner. You're kidding me!
Clutch RPS decision from Toast there. Sees the creeping edge. Knows that while he may not be that plus, because that was through, I think, a fireball. Using the Rekka there, which is going to beat throw. You may just be plus enough that beats a button. Beats jump. A lot of really good things are answered by that Rekka there. Huge heads up play from Toast.
Oh, Overclock just tries to wake up 2A, but Toast is already sailing in front of him in the sky, cracking him open. Alright, J.A. Pogo, man after my own heart. Used to do that all the time. Throw. Overcrack chasing the backdash.
Overcrack gets the reversal, puts Toast in the corner, and now may just win the round off of all of that. Meaties with the fireball, out of range for the 2A. What a sick setup there. Doesn't get much damage off of it, though. 2A CS.
Like the new fireballs from Overcrack, just eliminating the possibility of Toast doing a meterless reversal. Oh, that's tragic. Throw and force function with, but the force function has more recovery than the throw, so Overcrack's gonna get punished and thrown once again.
No fear from Toast.
This is tournament point for Toast.
Yes, indeed.
This is the definition of 0-3, but it was close if Toast ends up taking this.
For sure. And when you're up that much in the set, going for a throw in that CS situation at the very end of last round makes a lot of sense. See, no shield on Tatsu. No TRM, so Toast not really OSing, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he would just take some opportunities to react to throw. Good hit from Overcrack here, though. Taking it to the corner. Meaty charge fireball, Soul Plus.
Alright. Overcrack is consistently not going down without a fight, taking rounds, but not able to close out any games. Oh, no, it gets
First hit for Toast again. It's going to be on Overcrack to get out of this bad situation. I like that. Toast staying far back away, just meeting with 5C. Grid break 2-2B is going to do so much damage.
Overcrack is just gotta make some Overcrack decisions here. 6.2!
6.2 goes for the instant overhead JA. That might have even been enough, but the 2A staggers is going to do it. Toast is your champion for TMN UNISC number 1. 3-0, not dropping a game the entire
I don't think he dropped a game the entire
Toast did not drop a game the entire tournament. So excellent stuff to Toast.
Excellent stuff to Overcrack. Holy shit. Bro went 9-2.
Give it up for both players in this grand finals and everyone in your top 8. Everybody fought really hard. Everybody's showing a lot of their stuff. So that is, Toast is going to have 1 victory in the bracket now, needs 1 more to graduate, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Excellent time. Let me ask Toast who he wants us to raid.
Yo.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming. I know it was a little rough at the beginning, but I'm really glad it evened out and we had a great time.
Oh yeah. It was seamless. After the swap, the hot swap to the other PC, it was seamless the entire way.
Yeah, which is like epic to me considering I always drop frames when I stream from this PC while running a stream, but it didn't happen with Uni. It's like really odd to me.
Yeah, it's good to hear. So shout out to everybody who played, all 49 entrants tonight. I hope we can see that vigor moving forward. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Tom, for commentating with me. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
What's Big Black's?
It's Big Black and a bunch of numbers.
Okay, yeah, I see it. It's Big Black Tic Tac.
Huh?
Okay, is it BIGB1? Or no, it's Big Black 45209.
It's Big Black 45209. Yep.
Okay, I will raid them because that is who Toast wants us to raid. So have a good night, everyone. We do have these every 2 weeks, so we will have another one on the 16th. I'm sorry that it ended up being on Fridays. I know Fridays aren't the best for everyone just because that's when locals are, but we do not have time in the rest of our schedule, and I'm not going to move around any other game to give them the Friday slot, the dreaded Friday slot. But thank you everyone for coming, and I hope you come next time because we will have these every 2 weeks for the foreseeable future. And thank you, Ryer and Tom. Y'all did a great job. talk today. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. I love talking about Uni.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Well, see you on the flip side.